what the hell I'm doing, but anyway, trying to do it in landscape, but it says rotate device. It's supposed to, it's locked. I don't know why. Anyway, let's see. I just know, guys. I'm trying to get it into landscape mode, but today the phone is not letting me do it. And I tried when I came on at 4 p.m., but I had to cut it out quickly because it looked sideways. It looked all crazy. So we're gonna have to go with this portrait mode here. So we are here in Rionegro. So let's just go around while some people come on. And I gotta get my glasses so I can read the messages. Gotta get my glasses on. Oh boy, sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to work out. And for some reason, after I did the factory hard reset, whatever you want to call it, on the smartphone last weekend, not this weekend, but last Sunday or Saturday, after I did that Caldas live stream, some things haven't been working properly. So, oh well. So good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, or good something, whatever, wherever you are. So today we're gonna just have to go with this portrait mode, or whatever the hell they call it. Kev TV, what's up, Kev? How you doing, man? How are you? What's up, Kev? I'm still trying to get my bearings around this thing. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. Got on to Top Shelf Travel Network. We're doing big time. Big time. So let me switch the camera around. Thanks a lot, Kev, man. You've been instrumental in that, brother. Really have. Thank you. Kev TV from Los Angeles, California. He's got his channel on YouTube and it's called Kev TV, just like right there in the chat. So you see, even got this place here called New York Coffee Bar right up there. New York Coffee Bar. I didn't bring my wind mic today, so I forgot about it. I don't know how to do it. If I turn it like this, it says something about rotate device, and it won't let me. I don't know, for some reason it locks it. So I don't know what's happening. I tried to fix it. I went into the settings on the YouTube thing, and I don't know what happened to the landscape mode. It doesn't want to work. Ever since I did a factory reset on my phone last Sunday. I hadn't done a live stream since Saturday. And I think I did the factory reset was on Saturday night when I got home from the Caldas thing. Yeah, I tried looking down on the thing. I tried scrolling down on the top of my thing, but it doesn't show the thing about rotating. I touched the wrong button, so I lost it for a moment. I just don't know. I'm looking at my thing, but it doesn't show the rotate. Let me see something else. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm going to find it in a moment. I'm looking at some other things here, but I don't see the thing about rotate mode. I don't see it. Oh, I get it now. I see what I was doing. No, it still doesn't want to let me do it. Sorry, man. I don't know. It doesn't want to let me do it today. Well, I know it's on my phone. I just took the lock orientation off of it, but it won't let me do it. I took the lock rotation off or deactivated, and it still won't let me do it. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that today. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'll figure it out sometime down the line. At least we're doing this live with everybody. So let me start telling you about Rionegro. Rionegro, this city here, is considered the capital, not of Antioquia. This is the state or department of Antioquia, but it's not the capital of Antioquia. Medellin is the capital of Antioquia. Anybody that is flying into Medellin from another country and coming in on a direct flight to Medellin or coming through Bogota or through Cali, you will come into the Jose Maria Cordova Airport in Rionegro. That's the airport that people fly into when they want to come to Medellin. People usually don't come to Rionegro, travelers, tourists. They just arrive at the Jose Maria Cordova International Airport, which is in Rionegro, not Medellin, and then they catch a taxi or an Uber or a bus down to the city, down to downtown Medellin, like Ace Live did once, or like to the other place, to El Poblado, right there at the San Diego Mall, and people get off there and then take a taxi to El Poblado, to the different areas of El Poblado. So I'm just showing you a little bit of this area. This is the area where they sell a lot of motorcycle stuff, motorcycle tires, motorcycle spare parts. And I actually sold my motorcycle here last year in this area before I left to the States. Before I left to Mexico. I sold it on this street up this way, but I'm gonna go this way. So this is where they sell motorcycles. I'm just showing you a little bit of the normal life here, but it'll get more interesting as we go back to the park and then we head towards San Antonio de Periera. And all of this is where they sell motorcycle helmets and motorcycle accessories. We got motorcycle mechanic shops here. And all of this is for parts, spare parts for Yamahas, Hondas, Bajaj, Boxers, whatever. Suzuki's, like that one right there. So you buy all kinds of things around here. This is more like the industrial area. And I forgot my wind mic because I was mountain biking today. I was doing mountain biking today. So if you look at my attire, I got shorts on. I got shorts on and my bicycle attire for riding mountain bikes. A friend of mine and myself, we went mountain biking. He's in some of the videos I did that I've done mountain biking. He's in all of them when we've gone mountain biking. But this is the first time I went mountain biking. I've gone mountain biking in 10 months. Last time was like in March 2021, last year. Oh, I sold my motorcycle to these people. I remember now. There's furniture shop, and right next to it is that Compraventa de Motos. That's where they buy and sell used motorcycles. And I sold my motorcycle here June last year before I went off to Mexico. That's where I sold my motorcycle, my Honda. I don't have a motorcycle anymore. I just don't want one. Oh no, actually it was this one, Motos Rionegro. That's where I sold it. That's the place, Motos Rionegro. That's where I sold it. Like you see, they got these places here where they sell all kinds of motorcycle equipment, rain gear, everything, and all of that. And there's a hotel for you travelers if you ever want to stay in Rionegro for the night, and like you want to go party, and if you have a low budget, like a shoestring budget. Let me see what people are saying. Hold on. Let me read the chat. Yeah. Well, I had a motorcycle I had 3 different motorcycles for a total of 7 years. 3 different motorcycles. There's a hotel right here, 24-hour hotel. It's called the Voyager, El Viajero. Loud motorcycle. The Traveler. And it's open 24 hours right here. It's only like 3 blocks down from the cathedral, the park, the, the cathedral up there, the church. And I remember last year when I was asking, they were telling me it was like 30,000 pesos a night. This one over there, the tourist, that hotel right over there. That hotel, 30,000 pesos a night. And they said they had Wi-Fi and a bathroom in the room. So the tourist, for any of you shoestring budget travelers, 30,000 pesos is about $8. $8 US. And some mountain bikes. Today I was riding on a mountain bike, something like this. We were doing mountain biking, my friend and I, but much better than that. He's got the mountain bikes like me. So that's the name of the hotel, El Turista, right there. And these are 2 hotels, and they look pretty good. And there's another one here called Los Molinos, the windmill, the windmills, 24-hour hotel. So I don't know how much that is. And it's all in this area here. I'm going to avoid going towards the market plaza. The market plaza is over there, Mercado, Plaza de Mercado, like in Mexico, Kevin, like when you were in Mexico, and you went with Beyond Brian or with Rosie, and 2 blocks there. But in that area, it's a red light district, basically, because then a block over from there, like 2 blocks over, that's where they got the prostitution and everything going on in front of the marketplace, and I'm not going to go there. I want to stay away from that because they get cranky. They get cranky wanky, and then they start maybe sending their pimps 1 or 2 after me, and then I'll have to like, yo, man, forget about it. And they might they'll get angry because you're invading their territory with a camera. They don't want to be caught on camera when they're doing their street walking, the prostitution stuff. So stay away from that area if you're a YouTube vlogger, travel vlogger, whatever, a vlogger on YouTube or Instagram and whatever, and you want to do travel vlogs, just don't go to that area if you come here to Rionegro. Stay away from that area. Just make sure you ask the locals if you speak enough Spanish. ¿Qué área debo evitar? What areas should I avoid? Oh, wait a minute, I see more messages I hadn't seen. Hey, Bradley, how are you, Bradley? Bradley. Trying to switch the camera. What's up, Bradley? Want to say what's up to Bradley from Biloxi, Mississippi. Biloxi, Mississippi's in the house. I've been to Mississippi once or twice, but the last time I was like, I think I was 21 years old, but I didn't go to Biloxi. I was just on the border there with Tennessee. Tennessee. Like the Tennessee Stud, back in the wrestling days of the AWA, or was it the Georgia Wrestling? No, Tennessee Wrestling Federation, something like that. I used to watch all them wrestling shows when I lived in Georgia. I grew up in South Carolina, born in New York City, and grew up in South Carolina and lived in Georgia as well. Bradley from Biloxi. I got a haircut over there, the Venezuelans, Los Venezolanos, they got a hair barbershop right over there, Los Venezolanos. Los Chamos, and it's a big one. And look, this Rionegro has a very busy nightlife. Very busy life here. People are it's always moving. It's always busy. It's not a dead place. There's always life in this town. Let's go this way. Let me read what people are saying. Sorry. Let me see. Yeah, Wi-Fi included for like 30,000 pesos, like $8. I don't know what the rooms are like, but yeah. And Charla Unplugged is in the house too. Charla, oh, hi Charla, how are you? I didn't see that. Even with my glasses on, I couldn't see because I was paying attention to where I'm walking. Hey, Bradley, thanks for the donation. Thanks for that, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. So yeah, there are safe areas in every city you visit around the world, and there's some areas in the major cities, outside cities like this one, like Rionegro. There are a few neighborhoods that you should stay away from. Stay away from that guy. That guy's cool. That guy's crazy. So, Bradley, thank you. And Charla. Let me switch the camera. Charla, how are you? Charla Unplugged also has on YouTube. I have to wear my glasses. Normally I don't wear glasses because I don't need them except for reading small print. And on the YouTube thing, on the chat, it's a small print. It's a small, small world. Colombian music in the background. Not the reggaeton, but the other one. So Charla Unplugged has a channel on YouTube by the same name as the chat handle right there. I wish I could get this into landscape mode, but like I said, for those of you who are just coming on, for some reason it doesn't want to work. I tried 2 times. I even went live once and had to stop it when I saw that the video was sideways. It just didn't want to let me. Oh, this street here has some of the colonial buildings. These buildings are still colonial style. They haven't changed it. This is the historic museum, the House of the Convention. And they even explain it, not in Spanish. This is in Spanish, but this is in English right here. The Convention House, 1863. And that's where a little drawing, it has the floor plan, and it gives you a little information. It was built in the 1780s as a house for Francisco Javier Montoya. And this was used as the headquarters of the Rionegro Constitutional Convention of 1863. 1863, also called the Constitution of the United States of Colombia. Yes, this was called the United States of Colombia back in the day. Investigate the rest, please. And this is the museum. The United States of Colombia, not the United States of America, the United States of Colombia. And there's a nice little carriage over there. And I'm not going to go in there because you got to put a mask on or whatever. I just don't want to. An old school mask. Old school carriage, horse-drawn carriage right over there. The security guard. That's the, I got tongue twisted. That's the, I forgot what I was trying to say. Let's go back this way because the music is going to kill me. Let's go this way. Please ask any questions you guys have. Hi, Karina. Hola, Karina. ¿Cómo estás? Excellent. Charla's doing great. Charla's doing great. Karina's doing great. Happy weekend. Awesome weekend. Epic weekend. To everybody. Yeah, that music makes you feel like having a beer. All right, cool. This little park here, a lot of people hang out in this little park. I'm trying to zoom out. Okay, finally zoomed out. This is like a little mini park, a little mini square. And people are just chilling here. And this machine makes ice cream. A glass of ice cream for 50 cents, or cones for 50 cents or a little more, or the bigger ones. The most expensive one is 75 cents. And the machine is making the ice cream right there. Making the ice cream man is coming. Raekwon style, look, a little stuff like that, cool, excellent. And this is a little chapel. This is a little chapel right here, a little chapel. And I'm gonna show you, it tells you in English, in case you come here, for people who don't speak Spanish, don't read Spanish. It's called San Francisco Chapel. And it began construction in 1759. And this was the center of evangelization, to become an the evangelization thing, whatever, for the Sacred Hearts. And there you go. And then it changed its devotion in 1775 to San Francisco of Assisi, the vegetarian. He was a saint. San Francisco of Assisi, he was a vegetarian from what I understand. And this is Baroque style. Baroque, altarpiece inside, and made by indigenous artisans, meaning the native people of Colombia, los pueblos originarios de Colombia. So there you go. And in 1970, it underwent a restoration, a debated restoration and a little bit of history. And it is colonial style architecture. And this is Histórico Centro, the historic district of Rionegro, historical district. So this is the church inside, the chapel. This is the chapel. Even the doggy came to pray. Little doggy was praying. And it's called the Iglesia de San Francisco, the Church of San Francisco, San Francisco's church. And look, this is old. This is old school. This is all colonial style. It hasn't been changed, just renovated or remodeled, but never knocked down and whatever. And it still has the old colonial style walls with what they call tapia, a mix of certain ingredients. Is not like totally surfaced. It's rough in its nature. So this is, and look at the staircase. Look at the big doors. And the staircase is old school too. Sometimes they have an organette, or sometimes they don't. Hello, rain. So now we're going to the park, to the main square, to the park. And from the park, we'll start walking to San Antonio. Okay, they just want to make sure that the stereo works. So they're blowing it hard. Oh, look at this. Finca Hotel. If you want to go outside the town, and it's got a pool, a jacuzzi, fast food, and various dishes of food. This is the number if you want to get it. In Guarne. Oh, it's in Guarne where I used to live, where my dad's country house is, where I look forward to going back next year to live. Right now I'm living in Envigado with my mom, keeping her company and helping her recover with a nurse and everything that we had to hire for her recovery process and other stuff. But anyhow, let's not get into that. So that was the information there. And there's a lot of commerce here, a lot of commerce. Let me see what people are saying. Love and light, yes, thank you. And Tito Danino, what's up? Tito Danino also has a channel with the name of Tito Danino. Yes, thanks for the likes, guys. Thanks for the likes. Bradley, yeah, keep learning Spanish, man. Keep learning Spanish. And Tito Danino, Karina, everybody. Bradley, there's a website, free. It's not an app, but a website. I'm going to say it right now. I hope you can hear me. There's no noise around here at this moment. The website, all of this is the historic center. It's colonial style architecture. They've preserved all the architecture here within a 3-block radius and all of that. Bradley, the name of the website is www.mansioningles.com. And it explains in English and in Spanish. This is the only website I know to date that is in Spanish and English. So you can actually learn Spanish through English. And this is designed for people who want to learn English, but you could do it the opposite way. And see those examples that they're explaining in Spanish and in translations from Spanish to English. It's called mansioningles.com. M-A-N-S-I-O-N, meaning a mansion. Ingles meaning English, but in Spanish, ingles.com. Check it out. I'm an English language teacher by trade. I have been an English language teacher for 23 years here in Colombia. So I highly recommend you check out that website. But app-wise, I don't know which app is good, except for what people sometimes tell me. What is it called? Duolingo? Yeah, you can learn through some little games and whatever. Learn some Spanish or German or French or whatever. But that's as much as I can tell you. Now here, like if you come to Rionegro, you can learn some of the history because they did do this stuff, and they give you a little bit of history about this part of the town and the building you're looking at. And in 1696, a house that was called the Maestranza House, but it doesn't exist anymore. But they say it was built in 1696 for a wealthy family at that time. So there you go. And then this city officially is called Santiago de Arma de Rionegro. The shield. The shield is from Spain. No, I haven't been to Villavicencio. I haven't been to that part of the country, but I want to go to that part of the country when I get a chance next year. This year I cannot really travel anywhere for more than the day itself, but not stay overnight anywhere. I can't stay overnight anywhere because of my mom's current health So I'm in her company, so it gives her peace of mind that I'm there at night, that she is not alone in case she has an emergency with health and whatever. And in the daytime, we have a nurse from Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. while I'm working and doing things, because I work online as a teacher, so I can't do everything. I can't do teaching and take care of my mother's health. Can't do that. And on Saturdays, the nurse is there from 8 to 4. And then my mom has a sister that lives next door, keeps her company here and there. And then I get back home, but I cannot spend the night anywhere. I cannot go on a trip for now until we really fix things up with our situation, my brother and I. And that's it. But for now, I'll be going like to day trips. Hi, how are you? I'll be going to day trips to places like this because today I came mountain biking. Let me show you my gear. I'm gonna put the tripod up. I'm gonna put the camera down and look. I'm wearing shorts. Well, let me try to see if I can pan up a little bit. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts because I was bike riding. I got my backpack with my knee pads and my special thing in my glasses for riding mountain bikes and my gloves, everything in the backpack. I didn't come with jeans today. So I came with my friend. This is a 6-foot frame, 6 feet tall. That's as much as the frame grew the body, because I damaged my back, my spine when I was 14, lifting heavy weights when I started working out. And the doc said, wow, you would have grown another 2 or 3 inches more. You would have been 6'2", 6'3". But 6 is good enough. So my friend Jorge, he went back to Medellin, George. I told him, go back, man. I'm going to stay here and take advantage of the beautiful day and do a live stream for everybody here in the house. So that's why I'm wearing this attire. And that's just a thing. If you want to see a video of this place during Christmas time, look for videos that I made here. There's like a playlist of Christmas in Colombia. And there's one about Rionegro. And I showed the Christmas decorations here not from last year, from 2020. Last year I didn't go anywhere in December when I got back to Colombia from Mexico in the US when I flew back from Los Angeles. I met up with Kev TV. With Kev. He picked me up at the bus stop there in Los Angeles, the Greyhound bus stop. We hung out for the afternoon. I had lunch because I got there a little late. We had already had lunch, right, Kev? And then we went to Venice Beach. I got that off my bucket list. Thanks to you, Kev. I had always wanted to visit Venice Beach. I had been to Los Angeles twice before in my life. I had been there for 2 weeks one time and 2 weeks another time. Even had a car that my mom's cousin lent me. And I drove around to a lot of places, Hollywood, Beverly Hills, whatever, Santa Monica. I mean, not Santa Monica, Santa Ana, Costa Mesa and everything. But for some reason, I never went to Venice Beach nor Santa Monica and the pier. And thanks to Kev, man, thanks to you, buddy. That got off my bucket list. I always wanted to go. It's a shame it was foggy. I did a live stream with Kevin back in December there. It lasted only like 30 minutes. It was a foggy day. The fog just rolled in. But Kev TV, Kev, cool person, really a good guy from what. And we met up in Mexico too in July with Rosie O'Kelly back in Mexico City. When I had just been in Mexico for like almost a month. Yeah, a little over a month. I stayed in Mexico last year for 2 weeks shy of 6 months. They got a Subway shop here in case you want Subway, but it's better to try the local cuisine or some of the fast food, or right there on the second floor. And they got a plate there that's called Plato Montañero. And that right there's avocado, beans, pork, crackling eggs, rice, an egg, fried egg, rice, a little arepita, sweet banana, patacon, and some other chorizo and some other meat. It's just a bunch of meat. Pretty greasy in general. But when I was a meat eater, I used to eat plato montañero or bandeja paisa. Thanks, Kev. I will tell my mom your greetings. I'll convey your greetings to her. I'm doing it because I want to, man. I don't feel obligated. The military is right over here on the left, so I'm not going to point the camera at them because they'll get cranky. I point it at the police instead because I don't want to have a little fight with them, because I will, verbally. Because as long as you don't point the camera at the military, at those special units, special soldier unit, special whatever military unit, or at the police, as long as you're not pointing the camera at them for more than a swipe, like a pan, they won't give you a hard time. But they will give you a hard time. Warning, warning, warning. I'm gonna give you this warning. If you come to Colombia and you're making videos, vlogs, do not film, do not vlog in front of a police command center or a police station or a military post or something like that, because they will come down on you hard. It happened to me last year in Copacabana. One of the policemen just came up to me because I had no idea that the police station was there. I was oblivious, and started giving me a hard time and told me, you have to stop, you have to erase it. I was just doing a pre-recorded vlog, and I said, okay, I didn't know, buddy, relax. But in a nice way. Can't tell him like, hey. He says, sí, señor. No, tranquilo, yo no sabía, qué pena con vos. And he said, show me where you're erasing it. You cannot do that. I'm like, I didn't know, I'm not from here, I'm Colombian American. Told the guy, but he was still kind of cranky. Didn't care that I said I was Colombian American, and I get that. Some people don't care that you're Colombian American and that you don't know. Because for some soldiers and some policemen, you should know what the rules of the country are. The rules of engagement. Where you can film and where you cannot film. What places you can film and what places you can't film. So yeah, taking care of my mom because I want to. I offered, she said yes. Because I was gonna go back to the country house and live there 2 weeks out of every month and 2 weeks with my mom, but I didn't know her condition. I didn't know her health situation until I got back to Colombia on December 3rd. And it was a surprise because nobody in the family knew I was coming back to Colombia, except for my brother and my dad. Everybody else, it was a secret. And that's it. This is the church. Look at the church. Okay. Some people don't like the mass being filmed. So I just showed you a little bit. There's another church on the top of that hill over there. Because there's a hill. These are the mountains. Oriente Antioqueño is nothing but mountains. Let me see what else guys are saying. Thank you, Karina. Yo le daré las buenas ondas a mi madre. De tu parte, de love and light, de luz y amor. Amor y luz. Y a la orden por esto. You're welcome for the live stream. Yeah, this is a Saturday. People are hanging out. And yeah, in Latin America, guys, in Latin America, the police, at least I know in Colombia and in Mexico too, they're strict about you filming them or the soldiers, the military, because of the terrorist situations present in Mexico and in Colombia. In case you don't know, Colombia has been going through a civil war, to say. It's not like a normal civil war for the past 60, 70 years with las FARC, F-A-R-C, meaning Fuerzas Armadas Revolucionarias de Colombia, Armed Revolutionary Forces of Colombia, ELN, Ejército de Liberación Nacional, the National Liberation Army. Ejército means army. And I think there's another group, I forgot another rebel group. They're socialists, communists, whatever, all of them. And it has been going on like this, so they don't want you filming in front of their police command centers or stations or military posts or military bases, because they think you're trying to get reconnaissance for some kind of future attack. So that's why. So don't get into trouble by doing what you shouldn't be doing. And you cannot just say, oh, I didn't know. If the soldier is a nice person, the soldier will tell you, okay, guy, no problem. Just erase it right now. Show me that you're erasing it, and that's it. Or the policeman. But if they want to really give you hell, they might even confiscate your camera. India is the same. In India, in case some of you don't know, in India, there are rebel groups that are Muslims. And they come in from Pakistan, from what I've heard, and they've had a couple of attacks over the years in India, terrorist attacks. And in India, if you're using a drone, even here in Colombia, near a military station or a police station, if you're using a drone, you could get into trouble. In India, the same thing. They will arrest you, take you, and confiscate your drone, even in India. You have to have a special permission from the government to fly a drone if you're a foreigner. Even if you're a national, you still have to, a national Indian. The thing is that you should get permission from the government that you can fly a drone, and while you're using the drone, you're a travel vlogger, so you're a YouTuber and whatever, and they will see your credentials, they will see what you are on YouTube, they'll look at your ID, make sure you are who you are. They'll verify all that information in India, and then they'll give you the permission, or maybe not. Maybe they'll reject it. They'll deny you the special permission to use a drone. You can go and vlog in India with your smartphone or with your GoPro or Insta360 or special Sony vlogging camera. But when I was in India 3 years ago, they don't give you a problem about that unless it's a police station or military station. This is the guy, people. Not that guy. This is still art. And they make a living off of that, showing the typical paisa, antioqueño, not paisa, antioqueño thing. The typical antioqueño, the worker that worked in the countryside. The antioqueño, el arriero. Guys, now we're gonna walk, and it's gonna take about half an hour. We're gonna start walking now, and we're still staying in Rionegro, but we're going to San Antonio de Periera. San Antonio de Periera is the area where the middle class and the upper class. Sorry, there's a lot of noise. Give me a few moments. Give me a few moments.
Me gusta mucho entregárselo selladito, nuevecito, con su cablecito sin nunca haberlo sacado.
So Bradley, well, how's everything back in Biloxi? Bradley, how's everything in Biloxi? If you guys come to Rionegro and you want something healthy, a vegetarian restaurant, this one, Todo Natural. It's only 2 blocks away from the park. As you can see, it says Restaurante Vegetariano, Todo Natural. And they have veggie sandwiches, lentil burgers, whatever. Rest menu of the day is called Todo Natural. And I've eaten here before, like 4 times. And nice vegetarian food. Very nice vegetarian food. Todo Natural, all natural. There are like 3 vegetarian restaurants here in Rionegro. Sorry about the wind, guys. I left my wind mic at home today by mistake. I grabbed all of my equipment for my mountain biking expedition. We rode 30 kilometers today, about 30 kilometers, 30 clicks, not miles, 30 kilometers. We don't go by miles here. We go by kilometers. And what? And it was a beautiful ride. We went all the way from Llano Grande, which is here in Rionegro, all the way to La Ceja. And I made 2 pre-recorded vlogs. One in the town of La Ceja, and one at a little place where we were having a little snack, my friend and I. That will be coming sometime in the next 4 to 6 weeks, approximately 3 to 6 weeks. The other vegetarian restaurant is right over there. I'm going to show you in a moment. If you come here, this is where you can take the buses back down to Medellin, right here. And they go through routes, through the highway, Medellin-Bogota highway, or through the Palmas roadway, and you can take the buses, not the boats, right here, back to Medellin. Or if you come from Medellin, they'll drop you off right here, the buses from Medellin, and then you just walk. See, this is Rionegro, right there, the sign, Rionegro. And then you walk up 3 blocks to the park. But right from the bus little depot, not even a terminal, it's just where buses station, park, they leave again, but it's not a bus terminal per se, but that's where the buses hang out. And then passengers board and go back down to Medellin or to other townships, I think, around here, other municipalities. This one is the other one. I had lunch here today, where the hotel is. Valle San Nicolas, San Nicolas Valley, that's the name of the hotel. And then Doña Veg. Doña Veg, this is vegan, basically. Doña Veg means señorita vegan. Senora vegan, Doña Veg. And I had lunch here today about 2 hours ago. And they also have a little shop where they sell all kinds of vegetarian stuff, nothing, no meat, no chicken, no fish, all vegetarian, all vegan. and it's called La Tienda Veg, the veg shop. Wow, they made it bigger. When I came here last year, 9 months ago, it was different. It got bigger. Wow, qué bueno, lo hicieron más grande. Qué bien, gracias. Estaba más pequeño cuando vi yo hace 8 meses. Uy, quedó genial. ¿Y también la gente viene aquí a comer?
Cuando se nos llena acá, vienen acá.
Ah, ok, cool, gracias. ¿Cuál es el horario normalmente de Doña Veg? ¿De lunes a viernes?
De lunes a sábado de 7 a 7.
De lunes a sábado, 7 a 7.
Y acá de lunes a sábado de 9 a 7 a 5 y media.
9 a 5 y media. 9 to 5:30 here on Saturdays. Todos los días sábados.
De lunes a sábado de 9 a 5 y media.
Ah, okay. Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5:30 p.m. here. But Doña Veg, when the restaurant is full and there are no tables there, you can come and eat here. It's the same business, el mismo negocio, ¿no? Gracias. Hasta luego. And they sell vegetarian chorizos, vegetarian ham, vegetarian bologna, a vegetarian like lentil patties or chickpea patties and cheese and bread and other things and coffee and granola. Ah, gracias. Hasta luego. Estoy haciendo un video en vivo con gente de otros países y promoviendo esto. Hasta luego. So that's Doña Veg, guys. I've eaten here about 10 times when I've come from Guarani, when I was living in Guarani, and I will be living in Guarani again. I'm a country boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a country boy. I gotta say, well, my hair is got messed up because of the bicycle helmet and everything today. We rode for like 3 hours of riding today. I'm a country boy. I grew up in South Carolina. I may have been born in New York City, but my mom and dad decided to leave after my month of life there. They say, we don't want to be in New York. My dad got robbed in Brooklyn on the train. He fell asleep. When he woke up, his wallet was gone. This is back in 1972 when I was born there. And then he said, no, let's get out of here. My dad, I don't want to stay in New York. My mom wanted to stay in New York, but my dad said, oh no. So then my mom and dad with me as a baby, as a 1-month-old toddler, baby, whatever. Then we moved to Boston, Lowell, Massachusetts. So that's Doña Veg, right there, the restaurant, Doña Veg. Please look it up. Food and life. No animal violence, no animal suffering, because it's actually vegan from what I understand. They told me they don't use any butter or any milk, no milk-derived products. All is vegan. It's all vegan. And I know the owner, Angela. We've talked about 3 times and had lunch together twice. So she's a nice lady. And this is the hotel above San Nicolas. So my parents decided, hell, my dad, not my mom, let's go to Lowell, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston, because they had friends there. So we went. This is the entrance to the Valle San Nicolas Hotel. In case you need a nice hotel, here, this is one. This is a really nice one. Right across the street from the pharmacy. So, they lived in Lowell. We lived in Lowell, Massachusetts, and then they moved down to Lincoln Falls, Rhode Island. There was a small Colombian community. Still, there is a Colombian community there. And my brother, Dennis the Menace, Dennis, that's his name, was born in Providence, Rhode Island. But we were living in Lincoln Falls and Pawtucket, Rhode Island. And then when I was 3.5 years old and my brother was 1.5 years old, my parents decided to move to South Carolina because the textile industry was strong down there and they got jobs down there. Well, before my brother was born, they told me that when I was 6 months old, we went to live, this is a banquet house, a nice banquet house and everything. Wow, very nice. Somebody's gonna have a party here tonight at that banquet house. So they decided to, when I was 6 months old, to move down to South Carolina for a little while and got some jobs there. My dad, not my mom, because she was taking care of me. But then my dad didn't like it too much there at that moment. And they moved back up to, Rhode Island. That's where my brother was born. And then when I was 3.5 and he was 1.5 years old, 18 months old, they moved back down to South Carolina. And this time we stayed there for 8 years. 8 years until I was about almost 12. I was almost 12 years old when we moved up to New York City again. It was my brother's first time living there. So my brother was going on 10 and I was going on 12. 3 months away because we were both born in the same month of May. Oh, I just gave my birthday away. May. Okay, whatever. Anyhow, that's my story. Went to New York when I was almost 12 years old. I was a country boy. Still am a country boy at heart. You could take the country boy out of the countryside, but you can't take the country boy out of the boy. What is the saying again? You can take the country boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the country boy. That's what people say sometimes. Lee, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot again. Thank you, man. Thank you all. Let me stop for a second somewhere along the way here so I can read some of the chat messages because I haven't been able because I was telling that story. So some of you can get some little background color background history on me, who I am, where I was born, where I grew up and all that. That's why I have a South Carolinian Yankee accent. Sometimes it sounds like a Yankee, sometimes it sounds like a South Carolinian. South Carolina, USA, yes ma'am, no man, up yonder, down yonder. That's what they used to call me when I moved up to New York. When we moved up to New York, I was a country boy, kind of like a hillbilly Jim from Tennessee. Don't go messing around with country boy, country boy, country boy. And they used to call me down yonder. That was my nickname for like a year and a half until they dropped it. And I started getting that New York accent like, yo, what are you doing? Come on, man, get out of here. How many times I gotta tell you, go mess with somebody else. Hey, yo, Vinny, get a load of this wise guy. I could do that only when I'm talking to New Yorkers or when I'm in New York or New Jersey or I'm talking to my brother. It's like it kicks in. And I can't force it. It's like it just kicks in. Usually I'm just talking the way I'm talking right now, which I don't know what the hell that accent is, but it's a combination of this and that. Oh, I'm gonna cross this way like Aerosmith. Walk this way, talk this way. Let me see. I'm gonna cross that little bridges of Madison County. But you know what? I'm gonna read the messages right now. Oops, touched the wrong thing. Let's see what people are saying. Okay, Tito, I'm gonna answer that question right now, Tito. I'm just looking at it, and I'll tell you what my reasons are, or my 2 reasons why I gave up eating meat, fish, and all that stuff. And let's see. Thanks a lot, Bradley, again. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate it big time. Okay, so I just caught up with the messages. There's a shopping center over there, but I'm gonna answer Tito's question in a New York minute. I'm just gonna wait for all the vehicles to pass on by. Okay, they gave us the thing. Thank you. They let us cross. What? They let us cross. A lot of people don't do it, but the culture here is starting to change. People are being more respectful nowadays for pedestrians crossing bridges. So I'm gonna answer your question in just a few seconds. The ancestral passage, the ancestral way, meaning the people that were here before the Hispanics came, before the pre-Hispanic. It says here the communication necessity with the exterior world. It's not such a good translation. Always were solved with roads, passages, and bridges, which pre-Hispanic times. That's a bad translation. Okay, whatever. 1563. So I don't know what else to tell. We're going to San Antonio, Periera in a moment. San Antonio de Periera, really. The translation was not that good. But anyhow, I don't even know what the hell this is trying to say. Check out this old school bridge. And this is the Rionegro River. Black River. Rionegro means Black River. That's the name of the town. And this is the bridge. That's the bridge right there. And this is the river. That's the river right there. And it's a cool river and all that. And let's keep going. So the only unfortunate thing is the vandals vandalize this, make it look ugly with this stupid graffiti. I don't even want to go that way because it's a little more interesting to go that way. Yeah. And we're going to San Antonio. So, Tito, why did I become a vegetarian? Simple. wind is crying Mary like Jimi Hendrix. And the wind cries Mary. I love Jimi Hendrix, the music, the Doors, you know, Jim Morrison, Pink Floyd, Janis Joplin, Cream, like Iron Butterfly. Here comes my freedom, baby. I can't do the best, but anyhow, Leonard Skinner, Simple Man. Mama told me when I was young, listen to me, my only son. Anyway, Leonard Skinner, I love their music, especially Free Bird and Simple Man, and the Ballad of Curtis Lowe, excuse me. The Ballad of Curtis Lowe. So, why did I become a vegetarian? Ever since I was a child, I was throwing up most of the food, meat, meaning meat, that I ate, meat or fish or other kinds of red meat or white meat. There was very little meat that I could eat. And I didn't know what it was. I would just throw it up because my throat wouldn't accept it. It was just like an automatic response. So my mom never forced me to eat meat that I didn't want to eat. She gave me a lot more vegetables and rice and stuff like that, you know, salad, black beans, black-eyed beans, you know, pinto beans, all of that stuff. Frijoles from Colombia, frijoles rose, red beans. And my sheer love for animals, dogs, cats, cows, horses, birds, all animals in general, elephants. I love them all so much. And such compassion that I've had since I was a child. I've been a dog lover primarily, a dog lover more than any other animal, but I love all animals, but primarily a dog lover. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. And that's my love for them. And then I started seeing how they were suffering at the slaughterhouses. I went to a couple of slaughterhouses here in Colombia, one in Dabeiba, Antioquia, out where my dad's brothers and sisters were born, because my dad was born in another town near Dabeiba called Frontino in Antioquia. That's about 5 hours from Medellin by bus or car these days, or 6. And it's going to be shorter with some new tunnel and highway they're building. And I went to a slaughterhouse there with my brother and my cousin's dad back in those days, back when we were teenagers. And I felt the sheer suffering, the sad suffering, the energy, the vibes when I went into that slaughterhouse, because the cows, you know, the cattle, the pigs were being slaughtered, and you could hear them squealing, the pigs, and all the blood and all the traumatic energy, sad energy of suffering. And the cows being slaughtered there too, in such a, you know, the cows didn't even want to go in there. I even saw videos, like these documentaries about slaughterhouses in Brazil and in other countries on YouTube some years ago, but I had already become a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for 11 years, since 2010. 2010. This is the San Nicolas Mall here, the entrance to the mall. It's a big mall. Not as big as the ones in Medellin in general, but it is a good mall. It's got a movie theater. So let me go back to the story. For Tito, Benino, and anybody else who wants to learn the new Ford Bronco. The new Ford Bronco, and let's move across so the Bronco, that horse doesn't run over me. I want to buy it, but not get hit by it. And I don't want to buy a Bronco. I want to buy a Toyota Land Cruiser, a new one. But that's another story for another day. Just because I love trucks, but more than a Toyota Land Cruiser, that's a Toyota Land Cruiser right there, just passing by. I'm a pickup truck man. I'm a pickup truck tailgating man. And I love the Ford F-150 dual cab high rider. San Nicolas Mall. So the suffering, I saw the documentary and everything, and I saw the documentary on YouTube, and I was sad, but I was already a vegetarian. I tried to become a vegetarian 3 times, Tito. And the first time I was 19, I had just finished high school. Graduated from high school out in Elmhurst, New York. and I was 19, and I tried for 1 month, but I had nobody support, and I didn't have a strong will at that time. My self-esteem was low back in those days. As a teenager, my self-esteem only skyrocketed when I turned like 21, I think it was, with the help of my little brother, Dennis. He helped me a lot. So I'm a country boy, I'm a pickup truck man, tailgater. I don't drink anymore, I don't drink any beer, any wine, any hard liquor, nothing. I gave it all up just because I didn't see any point to it anymore. I didn't need it, I wasn't enjoying it, and I gave up the liquor. So I'm kind of like straight edge. I don't do drugs, I don't eat any animals out of my compassion and love for them. So that's the new section of the mall. That's the new section of the mall. That's the old section, the Éxito supermarket with some shops there. And the new section that was built like about 10 years ago, and they got the movie theater company called Procinal Cinemas, and they got crepes and waffles that they have in the Miami too. This is a Colombian company from Bogota. Crepes and Waffles is a restaurant, and they have in Mexico City, right there on Avenida de la Revolucion, at a expensive shopping center that I saw there about 2 blocks away from the U.S. Embassy, but on the other side of Avenida La Revolucion in Mexico City. And they got a Burger King here, in case you want a BK. And in that direction, Barro Blanco, if you go in that direction, and if you want to live here in Medellin, in Rionegro, they got a lot of nice units, gated communities of high-rise apartment buildings and houses going up in that area. You just got to go that way for about 3 minutes or 4 minutes by car, and boom. And I made a video or two last year when I had my motorcycle there. Check it out. It's somewhere back in like 10 months ago, 11, I don't remember when. This is the other entrance to the mall here, but I can't go in with this camera. No mall that I know of that respects itself will let people do vlogs inside the mall. Security will drop on you like white on rice. And this is the food section inside over there. And the shops, and it's got different levels. Restaurants up here, nice restaurants where you can sit up there. Rionegro has it all. You don't even have to go and live in Medellin. Rionegro, in my opinion, has better weather if you don't want it so hot. Medellin weather can get up to about 84 degrees on some very warm days, 84, 85. And when it's a heat wave, about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The normal temperature average is about 80 degrees in Medellin. But here in Rionegro, this is higher up. The elevation is higher up this way. And it's so beautiful because you can see all kinds of skylines, like the dark clouds over there, like some rain is happening all the way in that way towards San Vicente and whatever, Marinilla. And then if you look towards like La Ceja or whatever, it's clear skies. It's beautiful. I love this. You see such beautiful blue skies here, and even the moon right up there. The moon is right up there. Right there, there's the moon. Colombo Americano is a language institute where they teach English. I don't know if they're teaching Spanish, but Colombo Americano is in Medellin. It was started by Americans, so it's got like American support from the U.S. Those Americans, because we're all Americans anyway, Americans from North, South, Central America, we're all Americans. The United States of Colombia, the United States of America, the United States of Mexico, so many United States. But most people don't know but one, which is the United States of America, the US of A. Let me read the chat. Okay, Bradley's got a question. There's a homeless population in Colombia, yeah. Here in Rionegro, there's a small percentage of homeless people, very small. I mean, you just see them begging around the park. When we were at the park over there, the main park, now we walk this way, right? The park is in that direction over there, that direction. But it's very small here. There's a big percentage, you see them more in Medellin, but around downtown. If you go to downtown Medellin, you see a lot of homeless people, especially the live stream I did the other day when I was in downtown Medellin, like 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday. This Tuesday is going to be 2 weeks. And in that area, you got a lot of homeless people, drug addicts, and all that stuff. But in general, if you go to Envigado, you rarely see a homeless person. I see only like the same one every day in the area that I live in, where I'm staying with my mom, where she lives, in Envigado. I see one homeless person, and it's the same person every day where I'm hanging out doing my bars and exercise. Look at these houses. That's a gated community too. That's a nice bike, a Yamaha. So that's the mall. A lot of shops, a lot of good restaurants. You won't be missing anything from the US. You got all kinds of clothing stores here. You got the Nike shop or Adidas shop. You find all kinds of things in there. Good restaurants. You won't miss the US for Jack Diddley. You really won't. I don't miss the States, and I love the States, but I don't miss it. Just because I don't miss it doesn't mean I don't love the United States of America. And I do love Old Glory, the US of A. I was born and raised there. And my upbringing and my education, my parents let most of the US education be instilled in me, and they instilled the other one about the Latinos, about the Colombians being nice, helping people out. Like my father says, haga el bien y no mire quién. Haga el bien y no mire quién. My father has that saying. It means do good unto others without looking at the cover. Something like that. It's like don't judge a book by its cover. Just help out, give a donation, give some food. Don't be thinking if the person is telling the truth or not, just help out. That's that person's problem if they're lying or not. I'm just helping. I just want to help. I'm not going to sit there and try to determine is this person really who he or she says she is? Nah. So our dad and our mom too, always giving people food when they came to the house. Visitors, they would always offer a hot plate and all that. Good music, a good drink. All right, he's a little off the rocker right now. He's one of the crazy ones. And now he's insulting me just because he heard me speaking in English probably, but he's a crazy one. He's one of those people that did a lot of hardcore drugs and alcohol or whatever, one of those things. And so he's got his mental issue now. There are a few of those here and there. Once in a while you run into them. But pay no mind to them, you just keep walking. As long as they don't lay a finger on you, you're good. As long as they don't lay a finger on me, I'm good. We're going to San Antonio Periera. So guys, be patient. It'll be like another 15 minutes walking, 20 max. And San Antonio Periera is a whole different vibe. It's pretty cool, and it's the Medellin middle class and upper class that come up on the weekends in their cars or on their motorbikes, and they hang out, and it looks like it's in a little town of itself. And I used to think it was a different town from Rionegro, but then I found out some years later, after being here, that San Antonio is actually a neighborhood, part of Rionegro, San Antonio de Periera. I'm gonna see if anybody has said anything else in the chat, because I didn't want to fall over. Let me see. Oh yeah, Brad, you were asking a question, a property. Let me read the other things here, and then I'm gonna answer your question. Sorry about that, Brad. I was answering that other thing about the homeless that Charla asked. Humberto, ¿cómo está Humberto? Buenas tardes, Humberto Contreras, el hermano de México, mi hermano mexicano, el carnal, el güey de México. Okay, so Brad, a piece of property out here in Rionegro, cheaper than Medellin, but still expensive because Rionegro is up and coming big time. You can get like in a gated community with parcels of land and with a house already built on it, or you can have your own house built on it with the construction company. It's gonna run you a good $300,000 in a nice gated community here in Rionegro. $300,000 US. And it's a nice modern house, maybe, I don't know about square feet, but you guys can translate it on Google, like convert it, do the conversion. Because in Colombia and most of the world, we go by metric system. And even though I'm American, I'm just saying we, in terms of we, the Colombians, because I am Colombian anyway, because of my mom and dad, the blood. This street here is La Calle de la Madera. It's not as good as it used to be. They make a lot of things with wood, like for the Bible, to put the Bible on it, the Bible pedestal, a coat rack, things for your kitchen right there, like that thing right there to put your groceries and everything, like little chickens painted on it, laying eggs, and little baby chicks and roosters and whatever, and some paintings. This is called Calle de la Madera, Wood Street. Wood Street, Wooden Street. But it's not what it used to be. This used to be so good when I came here in 95. It used to be so awesome, but a lot of things have changed. But woodwork, like chandeliers, like that big chandelier hanging right there, made of wood and for things to hang there. But a lot of changed. A lot of the businesses have disappeared. La Calle de la Madera. And they were trying to save it to make it like patrimony, the city's patrimony, cultural patrimony, but I don't know. Maybe it's too late on a Saturday and they closed up the shops already for the day. More woodwork stuff here, more stuff working on wood and all that. Calle de la Madera. But you got to come here earlier, like maybe 10 o'clock in the morning or 12 noon on a Saturday to see the woodwork. I'm going to cross the street so you can see some woodwork over there. So Bradley, about $300,000. And if you want something even better, and I'm talking about brand new, not used, brand new in a gated community, $400,000. And with a nice little piece of land in a gated community with armed security and all that, and they got a clubhouse. See, they sell stools here, bar stools and everything, wood. All that is wood. And they work the wood here. And then other little things, a little shop there, little tables, little end tables, and all of that. So a nice little wood shop stuff there with other modern affinities. So Bradley, yeah, you're looking at, for a nice little piece of land, and a little piece of land would be with a house, I would say like 1,000 square meters of land with a house on it. And the house could be maybe 200 square meters, a house, with like 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and everything in a nice gated community, where all the houses are like semi-detached, they're like joined with each other like this, not totally detached. You're looking at about $300,000 to $400,000. But if you want something bigger, more spacious, then you're looking at a good $800,000 at least. It all depends on what you're looking for. So you're looking at anywhere from the smaller pieces of parcels of land with a nice little house on it that is like 120 square meters. I don't know what it is in square feet, but 120 square meters. And with a nice little parcel of land, 1,000 square meters of land, you're looking at a good $300,000 to $400,000, depending on the area too, the zone. Like Llano Grande, where I was riding the bike today and everything, that's much more expensive. In that area, you probably will pay about $800,000 or $1 million, because it's really highly sought after. It's like the French Riviera, but in Llano Grande, Rionegro, because you don't have that in Medellin, that kind of ample stuff, country-like, and everything, fresh air, and just out in the countryside. And then if you go to work every day to Medellin, then it's an hour by car. There's the hospital, Sommer. It's Clínica Sommer right over there. That's the hospital. They have a hospital here. That's a good one for this area. And then if you want a better one, then you just go to San Vicente Fundación, which is near the airport, near the Jose Maria Cordova Airport. We're going to San Antonio. Another 10-minute walk, I think, in that direction, and we're going to be at San Antonio de Periera, but I got to be careful with all this traffic at the roundabout. You're welcome, Charla. Sí, esto es Rionegro. Qué bien. Gracias, Humberto. Just trying to cross here. There's no traffic light here. So it's kind of like Frogger, the video game. You guys remember Frogger? I'm playing Frogger, the video game. So I gotta be careful. I gotta hop across the street. I'll just wait for this motorcycle to come. And that's it. This is beautiful. Look at the mountains in the far distance. We're in a valley. This valley is called San Nicolas, Saint Nicholas, the Saint Nicholas Valley. Look here, they say right here, look, apartments, not a piece of land, but apartments. Here in San Antonio Periera, they must be small apartments. Oops, I gotta connect my external battery pack to my phone so it doesn't discharge or run out of battery, deplete, 20% left. 335 million pesos they start. Apartments. The WhatsApp number is 314, here in Colombia, 314-632-3968. San Antonio Periera, where we're going towards right now. This is another medical facility by Salud Sura. Sura, if you're coming to Colombia and you need good medical insurance and they'll take you as a foreigner, Sura, look for S-U-R-A. They have a very good health HMO system and good prices. This is Sura. So 335 million pesos, that's approximately, now remember, keep in mind that the US dollar right now, for $1 US in Colombia, you get 4,000 pesos approximately. Because right now the Colombian peso is losing a lot of value. So it's good for foreigners who bring in dollars, bad for domestic people. This is City Medica. So this is a good medical place here with Sura. If you want something else and you're paying for some better health coverage. And here, give me a second when I take out my battery pack. Gotta take my battery pack out of the backpack and connect it so we can continue live streaming. We don't want to run out that easily. So yeah, a lot of mountain biking today. So today I brought this, my battery pack or pocket juice, whatever you want to call it, so we could live stream a lot. Let me see if I can get it in here. Okay, it's working. Let's see what you guys are saying. I did see somebody speak a second ago. I touched the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, what else? Oh, I can't read the chat. What is it saying? I don't know why I can't read the chat. Phone is acting up. I'm tapping on the little chat box. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know why. Phone is a little nuts. But I just connected it. Maybe it's going a little slow. I can see maybe it can't be overheating. So we're going towards San Antonio Periera. After I end the live stream, I plan to use my GoPro. It's telling me that the charging is slow. Okay, yeah. It doesn't want to respond. Oh well, the message will disappear when it wants to. I'm gonna have to buy a new phone this year soon enough. For some reason this one is getting picky. Let's just keep walking, you can see. But I won't be able to read the chat messages for a few moments. If for some reason we go offline, because I don't know why this thing ain't responding properly. But hey, technical difficulties sometimes, guys. Technical difficulties sometimes, but we're going towards San Antonio Periera and it's pretty awesome. I hope you like it. It's much better than the Rionegro Park we were at the beginning of the live stream. I mean, if you thought that was cool, this one, I hope most of you will love it more. This is Tutucan Park from Confama Parks. You have to pay to get in. It's not free. So right there the sign says Parque de San Antonio. So that's where we're going. San Antonio Park. I should have brought my mom's Samsung super fast charger, but I didn't think of that. Next time. She has 2 of them. She'll lend me one. So 335 million pesos for that apartments that are going up new, but small ones, is approximately $80,000. Small little apartments, they're like about 70 square meters. Small little ones, like little matchbox apartments, like a matchbox. If you want to buy a small little one like that, or like an investment in Colombia. I have heard from Life with David through his vlogs. Life with David is a YouTuber, a Texan, Mexican American, 5th generation Mexican American. He said it the other day with this YouTuber from Canada, Alina McLeod, that she contacted him as a guide to the city of Medellin because he loves Medellin. He has been living in Medellin for 6 years. And the story is, he said, if you buy property in Colombia, but the laws are changing constantly these days, you have to make sure you know what the current law is, that they will give you a resident visa if you make an investment, like buy an apartment or a house. But maybe that might change at any moment, and they might increase how much money you invest as a requirement minimum before you are given a Colombian resident visa. To get Colombian resident visa, a Colombian resident visa is not an easy thing. This is one of the old style houses, but this is part of the Confama group for parks. They preserved it, and they use it as probably a place for conventions and special classes or workshops. Wow, for some reason I cannot get this thing off the screen. It says charging slow, and it doesn't want to, the little sign doesn't want to disappear. Let me see. Okay. Wow, disappeared for a moment. Yeah. Es que yo estaba haciendo ciclomontañismo. I was doing mountain biking. Humberto, está montando ciclomontañismo. Yes, dual citizenship, Brad. Yes, they do. Because keep in mind, I'm American. I'm American. I was born in the USA. Born there. I was raised in the US. So I was a US citizen first because I was born in the US. I only became a Colombian citizen when I was 24 years old. And I was entitled to become a Colombian citizen by law because at least one of my parents, one of your parents has to be Colombian. Both of my parents are Colombian, white Colombians. So I was allowed to become a Colombian citizen. Let me see, this thing doesn't want to connect properly. Hold on, 1 second guys, I'm trying to, so I don't run out of battery. Okay, battery's back. So we don't lose our charge because we were at 10%, 20%. So even though this is a slow charger, the wire is not a fast charger, it'll give us more battery life for a while. So yes, Brad, you can have dual citizenship in this country. India is different. You cannot have dual citizenship in India. In the US, you can be a dual citizen, no problem, because I'm a dual citizen. First, I'm American. I was born and raised in the US. And second, I became a citizen here when I was 24. Look at these. They're promoting another project here. All these are gated communities. If you want the phone number, if you want to call them on WhatsApp and message them in English and find out prices and more information, they do have some people that speak English. 322. Let me just zoom in on it. If you want to take down the phone number. Now I can't zoom in. I don't know why. Anyway, 322-1178. And remember, when you save it into your phone's contacts list, remember to put a plus 57 for the Colombian country code. Plus 57. And this is called San Cayetano. the Y in Spanish, you don't pronounce it like in English, like yellow or yes. You pronounce it like J, like Jack. San Cayetano. Any Y in Spanish, in Colombia at least, I don't know about Mexico, somebody was telling me something different the other day, but in Colombia, the Y and the double L are pronounced like J, like junk, or jet, or jack, or jet. Keep that in mind when you're learning Spanish, Bradley and everybody else in between. So that you don't come here speaking like a gringo, kind of like me, but I already knew about the J with the Y and double L before I came to live in Colombia because of my parents and the Colombian community that would visit us at our home. Colombian, Venezuelan, Argentinian, Mexican, American, white American in South Carolina, whatever. But because of my contact with a lot of Latinos and coming here on vacation every 3 or 4 years, growing up as a kid and a teenager, I know that you pronounce it J, not Y. So look at this gated community. You come in there, tower blocks right there, apartment buildings. 9 tower blocks, 1 shopping center, small one, and 1 big central park inside the whole thing. Right there, they got the whole schematic. That's the whole thing right there. So that's San Cayetano. And there are more tower blocks here. I have a friend and a former student. His name is Esteban, and he lives somewhere around here. More tower blocks right over there. I couldn't read this, the last chat somebody sent. Because like I said, my phone started going a little bonkers, but it's not overheating. Must be because of low battery. I don't want to put it on battery saver, turn it on, because then it'll shut off my live stream. And that's a no. This is for you guys. I'm having fun too. Look at the mountains in the far end. Like there's got to be some rain falling over there. All the way over there. This is the valley, a big valley. A big valley. It's not a small valley like Medellin. Like Valle de Aburrá. It's a small valley. The valley of Aburrá is a small valley. ¿Cómo van? Bien? Qué bueno. Qué bien. And very nice people. They laugh when you talk to them in Spanish. Oh, this guy speaks Spanish. Oh, qué bien. Oh, good. I'm a nice guy. Most of the time. With most people. Unless they get on my nerves. If they're being disrespectful or nasty or trying to pull my card, as we used to say back in Georgia. When a person tries to pull your card, oh, let me see the message. I was looking away. I can't access the chat messages right now, so I'll have to wait for somebody else to say something in the chat so I can read if there's any questions. I was looking away at the guys, saying what's up to them and laughing with them. I still want to see you dance salsa en cumbia, okay. Y la comunidad latina, sí, la comunidad latina. Humberto. We're about 4 blocks away from San Antonio Park. Now I recommend you come and stay the night. If you're in Medellin, traveling for a week or so, whatever, stay in San Antonio Periera for a night. If you're on a shoestring budget, then those hotels I showed you at the beginning of the live stream, like in the first 5 or 7 minutes, El Turista, the tourist hotel, and the other one, the traveler, El Viajero. They're dirt cheap. They're like about $10, $15 max. There was one for $8 or $9 last year. Probably the price is still the same. But over here, they're a little more expensive. Because this area is more, it's a posh area. It's a little more upscale and all that. Yeah, good. 4 long New York City blocks. And we're at San Antonio, Parque de San Antonio. This building is relatively new, but it doesn't have much in terms of green areas, no green areas. It's just the apartments, the parking garage below, and that's it. And they're selling an apartment there, the first floor, 312-832-8145, but that's a first floor apartment. And they got a couple of others for sale up there. And there you go. Hey, doggy. Ask what's that? Hey, buddy. Little doggy, beautiful dogs. Local dance? No, I mean, in Colombia, there's no like local dance. And if you're in Barranquilla, it's salsa. Cali, salsa. In Medellin, it could be salsa, merengue, vallenato. If you're in the coast, on the coast, Colombian, Caribbean coast, like Cartagena. Also, in Barranquilla, a lot of vallenatos. Or in Cartagena, a lot of vallenatos. Or in Santa Marta, a lot of vallenatos. It's more of that area. But still, they dance to some salsa and merengue. But Barranquilla, definitely salsa. The international festival they were supposed to have last month in January, they postponed it. It's el Festival de Barranquilla, el Carnaval de Barranquilla, the Barranquilla Carnival that was happening at the same time as Rio de Janeiro and Mardi Gras, more or less, usually. They postponed it this year until March something. Barranquilla is big on salsa, and Cali is the salsa capital of the world. In Medellin, people dance to everything. Salsa, merengue, cumbia, vallenatos, reggaeton, stuff like that. Oh, look, there's a co-working area here. Kirama Cafe Co-working. Closed on a Saturday, of course. If any of you are digital nomads, Cafe Co-working right there. Wow. Kirama. Q-U-I-R-A-M-A Cafe Co-working. Now you know. I didn't know they had a co-working place around here, but now some of you who want to be here for a while, now you know. Okay, here's another thing about apartments. And I think it's not even apartments. They're selling little lots of land. I mean, a little parcel of land. It's only 98 square meters. That's pretty damn small. And it's an expensive price. 300 million pesos. That's a little under $80,000. $75,000 for here in the, there's a sector, it's very exclusive. It's posh, it's very high end. That's why it's so expensive. It's only 98 square meters and it's just a little parcel of land. And it's in the countryside and they have 43 exclusive parcels or lots of land. And it's here in the Kirama sector of Rionegro. The phone number in case you're interested is 318-337-8131 or the website is KUNAYNUVICA.com. Bienes y Bienes is the name of the construction company that is working that project, but they're just selling parcels of land. So that's like about $75,000 US. Yeah, $75,000 at this moment with the exchange rate. And you get a 98 square meter parcel of land. It ain't big. 98 square meters ain't that big, but maybe it's what you guys need. One of you. Now let's see when I can, I'll cross because they close off the traffic here, the through traffic. And I'm gonna cross. Thank you very much. How are you? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And all that, let's keep going. So right there, one more block and we are at the park. And it's not after dark yet. So the freaks ain't coming out at night, and especially not here. So no Houdini song here. No, the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. This is called El Palacio del Colesterol, the cholesterol palace. All these things over here are fried food. I'll show you. Meat, a lot of meat, chunchurri and everything. The things that if I was still eating meat, I would be throwing up like big time. Buenas. Gracias. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Chunchurria?
Sí, señor.
¿Eso es de qué? ¿De la vaca?
De res, sí, señor.
De res. Ah, ok, gracias. Y mondongo.
Es un buche, es de cerdo.
Buche.
El mondongo es de res.
Ah, eso es de cerdo.
Sí, señor.
Ok, pig meat, buche. Ah, bueno, gracias, hombre. All that is fried. Y los chorizos y el chicharrón más grande que he visto en mi vida. Wow, big pork.
Chicharrón costilla, es tipo chuleta.
Es tipo chuleta, es costilla. It's a type of pig, pork crackling and rib combined. That's big. And chorizos, arepas de queso. Gracias, hermano. So that's why they call it the cholesterol palace, because it's a bunch of deep fried food. And that's, if I was still eating meat and I tried to eat that, I would be throwing up big time. No joke. Because that's just the way it was when I was a kid. This is a nice little, look at this thing. It looks so picturesque. Pachos, asados pachos. Pachos grilled meat or grill. Pachos grilled. So this is Parque San Antonio. So they got most of the traffic diverted now so it can become more pedestrian. But you still got to be careful. So that's the little chapel here. And check this out. This vibe gets better even on a Sunday. More people come up on a Sunday than on a Saturday. But people come here. If you want to listen to Colombian, classic Colombian music, música vieja, old school, vanguard, Colombian music, right there, little place. Melodías del ayer, yesterday's melodies, tango, bambuco, pasillo, cumbia, son cubano, even son cubano, which is not Colombian, or boleros, porro, milonga, paso doble. Wow, nice. It's a nice place, very old school with the pictures, with the decoration, and it's called Melodías del ayer, yesterday's melodies. Nice. And then they got people walking a little horse pony ride. I don't like that. I really don't like it. If you come here, always take money out of Cajeros Bancolombia. Yeah, I couldn't see the message. No pude ver el resto del mensaje porque no me lo deja accesar. El celular está un poco pegado, congelado. My phone is a little frozen today, freezing up. This is a restaurant, classic restaurant here. That's a classic old country house. If you want to call it Los Balcones, the balconies. It's called Los Balcones or el Balcón, the balcony. And you can eat here and just chill and have a classic Colombian experience and have a beer or whatever right here on el Balcón. It's called the balcony. Old school. This is an old school country house. It used to be one, but they preserved it and they made it into a restaurant. That good stuff. Hola. How are you? People are nice. People that say hi and whatever, but they don't want to talk anymore. That little business was usually open right there on that corner and playing classic music, Spanish, and some classic rock in Spanish. It's not open today. So look at a fonda, una fonda. Like in Mexico, in Colombia, we have fondas. It's called los tejados, the shingles. The shingles, like the top of the roof there, is shingles, Colombian shingles made of clay. And people are chilling and listening to Mexican music or Colombian music. That's more like Mexican. How are you? How are you guys? Good? Excellent. People are happy. So, and this one is a fonda called the Gossipy Woman, La Chismosa. That's another fonda there. And people just listen to classical music and rancheras. They listen to rancheras. And this place, Dulce Contigo, has been here since 1998. And they sell some good, very nice dessert. Dulce Contigo, very nice desserts. But because of the pandemic, they don't let people go inside. But it's got good desserts. Good desserts. But not anymore right now. It used to be that you would go through a line and pick what you want and pay, come back out. But because of the pandemic, all of that changed. And all of that. Then we got Spider-Man over here doing the Spider-Man dance. Kev, you wanted to see somebody dancing? Check out the Spider-Man dude. Spider-Man doing the Spider-Man dance. Wow, that's funny. Spider-Man mixing it up. All right, cool. So we're still coming around here. And this is like a little artisan market. Handcrafts, the Buddha. Oh, you got the Buddha there and everything. And all that little stuff that you want to buy if you live here. Some essential oils for your little thing there. Yeah, he's a good dancer. What's the best local food? Bradley, thank you again, Bradley. What's the best local food? That depends on what you want. The local food here in Antioquia, this state of Antioquia, the local food is plato típico, the typical plate. You just ask for plato, con permiso. Plato típico, like plato montañero, countryman plate, or plato or bandeja paisa, the paisa tray. But it's a little translation. People don't call it that in English, just always in Spanish. Bandeja paisa or plato montañero. Those are the typical plates of this region in Colombia, this region, Antioquia. And of course, for breakfast you can always get like arepas, where it's calentado. Calentado is like refried, like beans, and reheated up. Reheated again the next day. The beans, the Colombian beans, flores rojos. This is the church. Check out the church, the little chapel. Yeah, Spider-Man got the moves. We'll go back to Spider-Man in a moment. So look at the beautiful chapel. This is a chapel. And I don't know the name of it, but it's a chapel. The name is on the other side, but there are people right over there. And this is an old chapel, not as old as the San Francisco chapel, or whatever it was, the name of it was, I forgot already, in the main square down in the park. in the main park. But look, I was telling you this. I used to think this was a separate town, separate from Rionegro. I thought they were just so close together. Look at the little beautiful puppy. Hey, puppy, beautiful puppy. Nice. And they sell a lot of sweets, merengon. Okay, this is one of the typical things here. Merengon is typical. I don't know if it's from Antioquia originally and all that, but they sell a lot of merengon as a sweet type of thing made like merengon. And the lady's selling sweets there, all kinds of sweets, but merengon is the famous one, and they sell it with strawberries or with peaches or with another fruit. And look at these picturesque coffee, the cafe there. Nice little cafe, a stationery shop, another coffee place, and you can sit out here and chill, just like the pigeons. These pigeons are from Brooklyn. Yo, it's Brooklyn, better known as Crooklyn, so Brooklyn is the borough. Crooklyn, the Crooklyn Dodgers rap from the 1990s, 95. Special Ed, Master Ace, and I forgot who the other guy was. 3 of them that was singing. Another coffee shop there, and a foreigner right there, foreigner sitting there. He looks pretty foreign to me. And a little pastry shop right there, a little sweets shop, postres, cappuccino, coffee. Another one there, San Antonio, coffee bar, cafe bar. A lot of stuff. And this is the gazebo. You're 5 pounds. You're gaining 5 pounds already, Bradley? I couldn't see the rest of the chat, the messages. So people are, oh, look, typical of this area of Colombia, you got papa rellena. Papa rellena's potatoes and meat, beef inside. Esas son empanaditas, no? Or little butifarras, chorizo. This is also typical here. And this is typical arepa de queso with a lot of cheese inside, like mozzarella. You see it's all melted inside. You see it? And this is called torta de chocolo, a type of sweet corn chocolo with cheese in the middle, with a quesito. Torta de chocolo. ¿A cómo tiene la torta de chocolo? A 2,000 pesos. 50 cents for this. 50 cents for this little thing. Y la papa rellena? También 2,000. Gracias. Even 2,000 for this. 50 cent US. And these are Creole potatoes. Papita croja with lemon. With the lemon that is special to this region. This is limon mandarino. It's very good. No, that's not limon mandarino, but it looks like a limon mandarino. So you got all this for 2,000 pesos. 50 cents. 50 cents. Most of these things are 50 cents right here. Y una pregunta más. ¿Cuánto vale la arepa de chocolate? ¿Ve la arepa de quesito? 7. Gracias. This is 7,000 pesos. That's $3. Not $3. $1.50. Like $1.75 for that. $1.75 because it's got a lot of cheese in it. So look at that. This is Rionegro. This is awesome. Oh, I'm almost going to get run over by a bus. I can almost smell the food. ¿Le gusta la comida, Humberto? Yeah. Sí, Karina, sí, todo esto está muy bacano, Karina. Hey, doggy, hey, buddy. And look, the bandstand, the gazebo, el kiosco, but it's not in the center of the park. It's on the corner, just like the one we saw. Where did we see that? Oh, no. It was, I saw it somewhere else today, but not with you guys. When I was in La Ceja, mountain biking. And there's the sign. If you want to take the sign, the picture, the selfie, or have somebody take a picture of you with the Rionegro sign there, right there. People come and do that here. It's cool. And a lot of fried foods here. And if you want to listen to the local music from Colombia, you sit at these places here, these little fondas, La Bodeguita, the little warehouse. That's La Bodeguita right there. And some more. Let's keep going. And they're listening to vallenatos. Or if you want some smoothies, they sell some smoothies here. Fruit smoothies and all of that. So good stuff. This is the park, and this is on a Saturday afternoon, and in the nighttime, it gets even busier. And look, fried ice cream, helado frito. They sell fried ice cream. I had some fried ice cream in Guadalajara, in Mexico, Colonia Americana. And I was there in Guadalajara back in October. Guadalajara, Mexico. A very nice place I visited. It was very nice. And this is something else, sweet. This is hojuela. Hojuelas are good. These are from Antioquia, and they're very uncommon, very seldom seen. So if you come to Rionegro, to San Antonio, eso es una hojuela, ¿no? Ah, gracias. They're the big ones. ¿Cuánto vale? 3,000. Ah, gracias. 75 cents. So if you come to Parque de San Antonio Periera here, you gotta order a hojuela, and it's 75 cents. Which, huele bueno, huele muy bueno. It smells very nice. I hope you guys can smell it. I wish you could smell it. It smells so nice. Very good. And little puggy. Nice. And they sell these other things here, these other drinks. ¿Estas micheladas son con licor? Ah, ok, no son Canada Dry 4 soda. Okay, gracias. These micheladas are not micheladas like you know in Mexico. They don't have beer, but they call micheladas. It's fruit micheladas with the salt and everything, but they have as a base, they got soda pop, Cuatro, which is another soft drink here in Colombia, and the other soft drink, she said, I forgot what it was, and then the frutos rojos or Canada Dry was the other thing. Cuatro is another type of drink here, and cherry, watermelon, sandía. Mango biche is a type of bitter mango, apple, manzana, strawberry, and passion fruit. And these are refreshing, but no liquor in them. No liquor in them. So I'll probably give myself one in a little while. Wow, patacón con todo. They even got a vegetarian patacón. Patacón is a type of thing like in Puerto Rico is tostones. And with meat, with everything. ¿Cuánto vale un patacón con todo? De 10 y 20 pesos. Están entre 10 y 20. Gracias. Anywhere between $3 to about $5.50 for these patacones with meat or whatever, or vegetarian. Very nice. Gracias, hermano. So you got these fondas here, more fondas. If you want to listen to music, drink beer, have a aguardiente, whiskey, or whatever. Now we're going to the party district. Sí. Hay mucha cosa buena por aquí, hombre, Humberto and Bradley. Yeah. The messages disappeared again. I can't get them because my phone is on not a total blink, but a semi-blink. It's not on the total blink because then it wouldn't be working. This other place also sells nice desserts, postres. Postres, so you learn in Spanish, is desserts. And it's called San Antonio, and it's pretty cool, it's pretty chill. Check out the place, it looks pretty chill. I'll just show you right here, the all bunch of types of desserts. Miguelucho, fried milk with Miguelucho, yuca dessert, a lot of rice with milk, natas, a lot of different desserts. Very cool, and a very nice place. I've eaten here once, and this is the entrance. And just look at the decor, the design. It's a very nice place. I ate here once with my friends. We sat in that place over there. It's pretty cool. So to eat dessert here. Does it? I lost it again. I gotta wait. I gotta go past this music before the music kills me. What was it? Does it what? Does it? No, not like on Bourbon Street. This doesn't get wild like on Bourbon Street, but it does get wild in its own way, but not crazy like in the U.S. Lotus, a nightclub called Lotus, and that bar here, people just hanging. This is a hotel right up here, Aparta Hotel. If you're looking for a hotel to stay, there's a hotel here. I don't know how much it costs. It's called Villa Suite. That's what it's called, Villa Suite. And these bars, Anaconda, Anacaona, and Lux, and all that. So you got these clubs and playing salsa, merengue, people just hanging out. This is where the rich and middle class of Medellin come and hang out to relax, to get away from Medellin, to get away from Envigado, to get away from the big city, Yeah, you can drink out here. They don't give you a problem with drinking outside. There's no open container law. If you see all these people are not from around here. A lot of these people are coming up from Medellin or Envigado or Sabaneta where they have money and they come here to chill on the weekend, on a Saturday, and they go back. Or they have country houses around here, fincas. So look at more bars here. Some of this is more like electro music. And they play live music here, live music. And this is just loud ass place. Ouch. My head is hurting. Vallenatos here. Or something. No, it's not vallenatos. It's something totally different. That's paisa music, Antioqueño music. That music that's blasting right behind us is Antioqueño music. Oh, this is new. Thank you, Bradley. Again, thank you. Thank you, Kev. Everybody. Let me see. I can't read the other messages. Wow. I can't even scroll up or down. My screen is frozen. I can still live stream because you guys are putting up messages, but I can't even scroll to see what messages are coming out when I want to read it longer. Oh, well, guys, please forgive me, but it's my phone. I'm planning to get a phone, a new one, in a couple of months. I'm just getting back on the horse in terms of my work. All these restaurants are here. Look at all these restaurants. Are big. This is new. This is. Hola, amigo. ¿Cuánto lleva esto de abierto? Este mocito no lo había visto el año pasado.
Apenas abrió este año.
Apenas abrió este año. Ah, pues ahorita en enero.
No, pues como desde diciembre.
Diciembre.
Sí,
Diciembre.
el año pasado.
Ah, hace 2 o 3
Es
meses.
nuevo, prácticamente es nuevo.
Sí, es que yo cuando vine el año pasado, antes de salir del país, esto no estaba aquí. Cuando vine en junio.
Esto es nuevo.
Ay, estaba bacano, está bien chido. Está bien chimba, como dicen por ahí. Ah, bueno, parce, gracias. Thank you. Wow, they got all kinds of food here. This just opened up like 3 months ago. They got menu of the day. Thanks a lot, Bradley. Everybody again, thanks. Charla Unplugged, thanks. Thank you, Charla. Look, all kinds of cuisine here. They got Asian food. They got typical paisa food here, Colombian food, hot dogs, hamburgers, French fries, Cuban, Gerben. That's the name of this restaurant, Gerben. They got a place up there where you can hang out and watch a football match. Italian food over there in the corner, Italian, grilled meat, ribs. They got a lot of stuff. Chicken up there, chicken and everything. Paella, Spanish type food here. Paella, if you want the Spanish stuff with sangria. If you want to sit, Kev and Tito, when you come here and we hang out, you guys can drink. I'll be the designated walker, not driver, because I don't have a truck right now, but my dad's truck. Thanks. Thank you, Charla. Charla Unplugged. Remember that she's got a channel on YouTube. Charla's up there in the States. Is it Virginia or is it Virginia? I think it is, right, Charla? Or am I wrong, Charla? Look at here. We got bubble wrap, crepes, fried ice cream. Charla, where is it that you're based out of? I forget. Sorry. But Charla has a channel on YouTube by the same name, Charla Unplugged. And she does some live streaming and everything. Ohio. I always get it wrong. And Charla always corrects me. Sorry, Charla. Sorry. I'm always getting it wrong. But it is Ohio. So this place, thank you, Charla. Mexican, if you want Mexican, look. Amor a la Mexicana. Love the Mexican way. A Mexican restaurant here. Cool. So you want to eat some Mexican food right there. And they go el sombrero del charro. The charro sombrero. Wow. And then you got some Lebanese food. A restaurant here, Lebanese food. And the famous buñuelos. This is also typical of Antioquia and Colombia in general, but Colombia especially, buñuelos. San Antonio, buñuelos are fried cheese balls. Different kind of cheese balls. Have a lot of dough. Another beautiful doggies. Hey, the little doggies. Que viva Mexico, yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's a new food court. All of that is new. All of that is a new food court. And these little other things here that I didn't even see, these kiosks. And they have all of this here. So San Antonio is getting better. Like I was telling you before, the upper class and the middle class come up here on the weekends. And some of these people have country houses. And they come to their country houses. And they chill here on the weekend and they go back on Sunday at night or after lunch. And this is a shots place called Chupa Shots. And 3 girls hanging out, doing their thing, young girls. And they're just taking selfies and everything. And they're listening to reggaeton. Oh, they're listening to Celia Cruz. Esa negrita tiene tumbao. Oh, hell, what I didn't want to see. Okay, this is life. But anyway, that's part of life, what can we do? Everybody has a way of living life, and I'm good the way I'm living mine, and I'm good with the way people are living theirs. I don't get into anybody's business in terms of how they should eat, what they should eat. Hell no, what they should drink or shouldn't drink. I used to be a drinker. I used to be a meat eater. Even if I had been born vegetarian or whatever, still I wouldn't be telling people what to do or this and that. Hell no. Everybody do what they want to. Because everybody's free to feel good. As long as you don't step on somebody else's freedom and liberty. Don't violate their space. Don't bother me, I won't bother you. As they say, right? Don't disturb my peace and I won't disturb yours. This is a little neighborhood of houses here. This is not a gated community. And this is pretty safe. Very, very safe. I've never heard any shenanigans happening around here. If you want to buy a house and it's cheaper, not in a gated community, you don't want to be paying that maintenance fee every month because you're living in a gated community for the watchman and the upkeep of the grounds and whatever, and the little clubhouse and whatever. Then you don't have to. You can buy one of these houses, and most of these houses have a garage for one car garage, and that's it. And some might have a space for two. And there are many nice little houses. Before it gets dark, I want to go to a little neighborhood and maybe show you a little bit of that. And then we'll go back to the park. Wow, almost going in on 2 hours. I got to go back to Envigado today and everything because my mom is home and she's probably with her sister. Her sister lives next door, keeping her company for a little while. But I don't want my mom to be alone for too long. Oh, Kev, I just missed the message. Okay, the nightlife is back that way. The daytime life and nightlife is back that way where all the people are thumping and bumping. But if you see more tower blocks over there, those are new. They weren't there 2 or 3 years ago, but they're there now. So they're putting up a lot of tower blocks here in San Antonio, in Rionegro, if you want to live in a gated community. Colombia, que viva Colombia, viva Mexico, long live Colombia, long live Mexico, long live the U.S., long live everybody, every country as one. We're all one people. Nothing but love. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Qué bueno. ¿Eres de aquí de San Antonio? Toda la vida. Está trabajando aquí. ¿Y esto te parece? Porque tengo gente aquí escuchando en inglés y yo les traduzco. ¿Qué tan seguro es San Antonio de Periera?
Ahora con los nuevos venezolanos ha estado muy malo esto.
¿Pero muy malo o simplemente un poquito?
Ha estado muy... Vea, es que por unos pagan todo. A mí, por ejemplo, los 8 días vinieron unos venezolanos y me tiraron gas pimienta. Vea cómo me pusieron los ojos. Me echaron.
Pero eso son apenas unas cuantas personas, no todo el pueblo, no todo el pueblo de unos lados, sino por unos poquitos.
Pero por unos poquitos. Por uno pagan todo.
Ah, eso es desafortunadamente.
Entonces, uno se colabora a ellos. Ellos no se manifiestan. En manejarse bien, ¿cómo uno les va a colaborar?
Sí, uno mira aquí en todo, es como nosotros, como los colombianos, cuando vimos con tanta mala fama en Estados Unidos y otras partes, que por un malo colombiano o dos pagábamos muchos mal, creen que todos éramos narcotraficantes y secuestradores. Entonces, muy bueno lo que usted dijo, que solamente son unos poquitos, no todos.
Hace 20 días, yo tenía mi bolsito acá.
Ajá.
Ya hay como 100 ticos. Y llegó un muchacho alto. Oiga, me vació el bolso. Se me llevó la billetera y yo forcejeé aquí con él. De aquí me puse aquí en este ladito aquí. Me resbalé y caí así. Y ya cuando le cogí esa piedra se me tiró.
Sí. She's telling me that she got robbed like about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago by Venezuelan.
Me entregas la billetera y si no te lanzo esta piedra en la cabeza. Pero
¿Usted le dijo a él?
y nada, y salió corriendo. Y como que se resbaló aquí.
He slipped over here, the guy that was robbing her, Venezuelan kid. But she's just saying one. Not everybody's a bad Venezuelan, just one or two.
Cayó al suelo.
Ajá.
Entonces yo le dije, me entregas la billetera y no te lanzo. Entonces, cuando yo le lancé eso, cuando cayó él al suelo, entonces yo me le lancé encima de él y le quité la billetera. Tenía 280.000 todo recogido.
Ouch.
De viernes y sábado. Eso fue domingo a las 4 de la tarde.
She said she got robbed by a young Venezuelan dude that threw some pepper spray in her or something or some stuff. And then she grabbed that rock and she chased him and he fell. And she said, I'm going to hit you with this rock if you don't give me back my wallet. She managed to get the wallet back and then the guy ran away.
Y yo trabajo aquí.
Estaba aquí por esta parte.
Yo vivo de esto porque yo soy una mujer sola.
She's a woman that lives alone. She's got a daughter and she's got to work. She helps out her daughter.
Y los nietecitos también. Entonces, pero yo vivo aparte, yo vivo por yendo para Concordat.
Concordat.
Ya no espero
Ah,
que
sí.
vaya por allá.
Concordat. She lives in, going towards Concordat. ¿Cómo es tu nombre?
Miriam,
Miriam.
Arenas.
Arenas, muchas gracias. Her name is Miriam Arenas. Gracias. Muchas gracias, madre.
¿Qué le provoca? Una gaseosita.
¿Tenés algo? Yo te pago. Sí, una gaseosita. She's very kind. She's going to give me a free drink, free soda pop. Gracias, doña Miriam. ¿Qué tienes? Coca-Cola, uva, uva. I don't like Coca-Cola, uva. Muchas gracias, doña Miriam. Bendiciones a ti. She's giving me a free drink. Ah, gracias. Bendiciones. Gracias. ¿Cómo? Ah, gracias con esto porque estoy lleno porque almorcé tarde ahorita. Pero con esto está bien. ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo? Se lo llevo, sí. Ah, no, el perrito, porque yo tengo dieta vegetariana también.
Ah, eres vegetariano.
Le agradezco mucho. Ah, qué bien, gracias.
No, aquí la gente somos muy queridos.
Sí, la gente de aquí muy buena gente. People here are very nice people here.
Esto era un corregimiento de San Antonio. Ahora es un pueblo de Rionegro, del municipio de Rionegro.
Sí, yo toda la vida, cuando vine aquí en el 95 a vivir en Colombia, yo creía que esto era un pueblo por aparte. Después me dijeron un día, no, esto es parte de Rionegro.
Es un corregimiento. ¿Saben la historia de San Antonio?
Tell us the story, please. Cuéntale la historia de San Antonio. Tell us the story, and I'll translate. Y yo traduzco.
En la fiesta de San Antonio se los llevaban para Rionegro.
La fiesta de San Antonio, they would take. San Antonio es que
Aquí en San Antonio. Se los llevaron para Rionegro.
el
Bustico de San Antonio.
ah, sí.
Ve que el dicho es: San Antonio, dame un novio. San Benito, bien bonito. Y era el otro, ¿cómo se dice?
San Antonio, dame un novio. They would say, San Antonio, give me a boyfriend. The girls would say, y San Benito, que sea bien bonito. And they would say, San Benito, I hope he's a really pretty guy. Muy charra.
Oiga,
And esas eran las fiestas patronales de aquí. Those were the religious festival, spiritual festival from San Antonio, and they would take the San Antonio to Rionegro.
a Rionegro,
Y los llevaban allá.
Puente Mejía.
Hasta el Puente Mejía.
Y el Puente Mejía, que es
El rojito.
rojito.
Oh, the bridge. The bridge is called Mejía Bridge, el Puente Mejía. The one we were at, the Red Bridge.
Para hacer pasar para el pueblo de Rionegro.
Y se hacía pesado para que no pasara.
Y lo tenía que volver a
Oh, wow. And the statue they would take of San Antonio, from the San Antonio little church over here, the chapel, they would take it to Rionegro, and he would make himself so heavy that he wouldn't pass the bridge because he didn't want to go into Rionegro. Didn't want to cross Rionegro, no quería pasar el río de Rionegro. And they would bring him back to San Antonio.
Tenía que regresar.
Ah, qué bonito.
¿Sabe quién los llevaba?
¿Quién los llevaba?
Los llamaban ahora anteriormente los sayones, o sea, las personas adultas que lo cargaban.
Adult people used to carry, la gente mayor de edad. Oh, people, elderly people,
Con
senior
una
citizens,
sotanita moradita
with a purple dress on.
y su gorrito así como Popeye María.
Popeye, como Popeye.
De esas cuadraditos como un policía que se usaban primero los gorritos así, como así el triángulo.
Ah, sí, sí, sí. And with a
El
special hat.
triángulo, el rectangular.
Rectangular. Rectangular hat.
Y ahora la
And that's how they used.
capuchita.
And they used to carry the saint, the statue of the saint from the church all the way to Rionegro, but they wouldn't pass the Rionegro River at the red bridge that we were at, Puente Mejía, the red bridge, Mejía Bridge, the one we were at earlier today. Ah, muchas gracias, doña Miriam.
Es que San Antonio ha cambiado mucho. ¿verdad?
San Antonio has changed a lot. Ha cambiado
Era
mucho.
una manga.
This was just a big piece of land, grasslands.
San Bartolo.
San Bartolo.
Hasta allá.
All the way
Hasta allá
down.
era pura manga.
Sí, esto hace 25 años era pura manga aquí, 30 años.
Se los traían de la escuela aquí de niñas al recreo, pues a traernos
Uh-huh.
algo para tomar algo como
When they had recess, they would bring them here because it was just grassland, pastures. Not anymore.
Era el venteadero, el bosque de la Periera.
Bosque de la Periera allá. Ah, sí. The forest.
Se
There used to be a
ponían a
forest.
jugar la gente, las veteranas microfútbol.
Las mujeres. Oh, even women used to play micro football over here. Wow, that was a good story.
Esos tiempos que no vuelven.
Ya,
Los
muchas cosas.
Yo fui criada aquí en San Antonio de 1 mes y medio. Me crió mi abuelita. murió
She was
de
raised
101
here.
años.
Her grandmother, abuelita, her grandmother raised her here.
Casi 102 años.
Su abuelita murió de 102 años. Her grandmother died when she was 102 years old. Her grandmother raised her.
Mi abuela
Wow.
Irene.
¿Cómo se
Mi
llamaba?
abuelita Irene.
Irene. Her name was
Irene
Irene.
Guzmán.
Irene Guzman. Irene Guzman, Irene. That was her grandma's name. Ah, qué bien.
Y yo fui aquí también reina en San Antonio, para coger el acueducto aquí en San Antonio.
¿Era reina de belleza aquí?
Cogíamos para recoger fondos para el acueducto.
El acueducto.
Primero cogíamos en las vueltas del templo. Aquí fue hecho lejos del nido.
¿Eso es que una película o una novela?
Un libro.
Un libro.
Yo lo tengo.
Lejos del
Cuando
nido.
iba yo-
Oh, she's saying, cuando vuelva por aquí te busco que así, porque yo vivo ahorita abajo en Envigado.
Pero tiene que decirme qué día para poderlo traer, para que lo vea. Está muy viejito, pero sí, para que el medio lo lea. Hasta de la
Lejos del
familia
Nido is a
de
book
ahí.
she's talking about that was written in this town of San Antonio. Lejos del Nido is far from the nest. Ah,
No,
gracias.
eso tiene mucha historia.
No, yo cuando vuelva yo te busco y después consigo tu
Dios que le
número.
escribiste coleando aquí. Yo
Mira.
creo que sí dure hasta los 100.
No, pues sí, mi abuela tiene 99.
Ah, pues yo con 36 años al revés todavía estoy joven.
She says she's 36 years old. ¿Cuántos años?
36 al revés.
Ah, 63. She said she was 36, but she said backwards 63, and she's still young and beautiful. Ese es el espíritu, doña Miriam. That's the spirit. Ese es el espíritu.
Y la música. Ay, vea. ¿Sabe cómo me pusieron aquí? Salgo así, calada. Así me pusieron aquí. Me gusta el reggaetón.
You like reggaeton. ¿Usted le gusta el reggaeton? She's a reggaetonera. She loves reggaeton.
Y vea, con canitas ya.
And with my little gray hair, and she's 63, and she loves reggaeton.
Viejita la cédula.
Viejita la cédula. She says what's old is her ID, not herself. She's not old. It's the ID. Viejita la cédula.
Y soy la abuela gomela, pero no me gusta la gomela en el pelo.
She's la abuela gomela. She's like the fashionable grandma, but she doesn't like putting nothing in her hair. Ah, qué bien, doña Miriam. Gracias. Usted muy bonita. Gracias. Very beautiful. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Que estén bien. Hasta luego. Gracias. Yo volveré más adelantico y los busco aquí. ¿Cómo son sus nombres? Sandra. ¿Don qué? Leonardo y Sandra. Sandra y Leonardo. Gracias. Thank you. Yo soy colombiano americano. Gringo paisa. Mis padres son paisas. El niño, hey kid, how are you? Fine. She's happy. She was telling me, Sandra's telling me that the kid was happy listening to me speaking in English. All right, what's your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo es tu nombre? My name is what? Oh, Michelangelo. Miguel Ángel. Nice. How old are you? How old are you? ¿Cuántos años tienes? 9 years old. Wow. Excellent. Excelente. Wow. Chao. Qué gusto conocerlos.
Oiga, pregúntale usted de arriba y verá.
De que las estrellas.
De los espacios.
He's a very smart kid, very intelligent, high IQ. High IQ. Ah, qué bien. ¿De dónde se encuentra en este momento? Where can I find the Orion, la constelación Orión? The Orion constellation. ¿Sabes dónde se puede encontrar la constelación Orión? ¿En qué parte?
¿En qué parte?
Ah, he's shy, le dio pena. He got a little shy, got a little embarrassed. No, tranquilo, no te preocupes.
De todo lo que usted sabe.
He's a little shy right now, but don't worry. No, tranquilo, Miguel Ángel. Don't worry, be happy. Leonardo, doña Sandra, Miriam, Michael, Michelangelo, Miguel Ángel, que esté bien. Mi nombre es Eddie. Y mi nombre es Eddie. Que estén bien. Feliz tarde, feliz noche. Gracias. Muchas bendiciones. Los paisas, los antioqueños. Ustedes no son paisas, son antioqueños. Paisas son los de allá abajo. Ustedes son antioqueños. No, antioqueños. Paisas son los del Valle de Aburrada. Antioqueños, antioqueños.
Paisas somos así.
Los paisas son de la ciudad, ¿sí o qué? Y los antioqueños somos del campo y de buena arepa bajo el mango. Gracias, hasta luego. Bye bye, Mike. Chao. Wow, nice people, very nice people. Qué gente tan agradable. Beautiful people. Wow, they gave me a free soda and they were going to give me a free hot dog, but like I said, I avoid the meat stuff. Beautiful people, guys. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's go see a little bit more of the nightlife. And she was inviting me to come back and read a book with her. Lejos del Nido was written here in this corregimiento. And it belongs to Rionegro, but they don't consider themselves part of Rionegro. They consider themselves their own little town. And let me just cross on over this way. Wow. I got myself a little soda pop. People are nice. I take gifts as long as I can take them without offending anybody. Yeah, very nice people. Yeah, Karina, she's a beautiful, kind heart. Yeah. Lee, be safe. I didn't see when you were leaving. Sorry, Brad. Lee, I didn't see when you were leaving, but thanks for having dropped by. Brad Lee, Charla Unplugged, everybody, Humberto Contreras, Karina, Kev TV, everybody else that is watching this down the road. And look at these places. This is just pretty cool. And it's just, the darker it gets, the more the nightlife starts kicking in. Let's go this way and see a little bit through this neighborhood here. And we'll go in through the other side and see another face or side of the San Antonio Park that we haven't seen. Parque de San Antonio. San Antonio de Periera. This is just a little side street here, little neighborhood. These are still very safe. The lady was saying that she just got robbed by 1 or 2 Venezuelans the other day, and they had some pepper spray thrown in her eyes. Her eyes were still recovering from that, but she said that only from one many suffer, meaning that only 1 or 2 bad people give a whole nation, a whole race of people a bad reputation. And basically her point was, don't judge all the Venezuelans, even though she said ever since the Venezuelans arrived, things have gotten worse. But you can't blame the Venezuelans only. There's crime everywhere. And then some Venezuelans come in, and one or 2 or 3 out of 1,000 or 2,000 are criminals and rob some people. So then they say everybody's bad from Venezuela or whatever. But that's not the case. Just like Colombia had a bad, very bad rep back in the 80s and 90s, Colombians around the world had a very bad rep. They would say Colombian people were drug dealers, drug traffickers, drug addicts, Indians, killers, kidnappers, and whatever, and just all of that. And in the States and whatever, it was crazy. And it's a funny thing. I remember, look at these little houses, these quiet neighborhoods. And it's only 3 blocks away from the San Antonio de Periera Park. And there's little houses here. And these houses are bigger than normal. These are quiet neighborhoods. These houses have been here for many years, probably 25 years, I remember. And that building is new. That has not been here for a long time. So these are quiet neighborhoods. I mean, I've always loved this section of San Antonio de Periera. There are more little houses that way, and none of this is gated. None of these are gated communities. Not in this area here. Not in this area. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of the houses around here. And this is an apartment building here, and they have the last units for sale. There's the phone number right there, the WhatsApp. Portal de Caney. Wow, an old pickup truck right over here. Look at this old, I think it's a Ford Apache. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like an old Ford Apache, I think. Old school pickup truck. Nice. Wow. Okay, so the nice little houses here. And this is, wow, I had never seen this before. It's a place where they do exercise. And it's like a restaurant too, and he's talking about good vibes in there. Wow, they got classes, karate classes here, dance, yoga, boxing, functional, and all this other stuff, and pretty cool. A nice thing here. And look at all the little lights in there. Reminds me of Dawson's Creek, that TV series. And they're right behind closed doors is where they're having the classes right now, yoga or something. And they have healthy food too here, but they're not selling it right now. But buena comida, para disfrutar. Desayuna como rey, almuerza como príncipe y cena celebrando. They say, have breakfast like a king, have lunch like a prince, and celebrate dinner. And that's the Instagram information if you want it. It's at Equilibrio Fit Club. And that's the WhatsApp number here in Colombia, +57. Here in San Antonio de Periera, Rionegro, Antioquia. If you want to check that out. So these little houses here, they got a little piece of, little yard right there. The parking space, they converted it into an outdoor living room. This one too, they don't want to park cars in there. They want to have their folks like a little extra living room outside. And the other one does have it as this garage right there for the car. And it's just only 2 blocks from the park, guys. When you come to Medellin, you got to come. If you come to Medellin, anybody watching this, down the road, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, in 2022 or 2023, whatever, come to San Antonio Periera. You'll love it. Especially if you like the nightlife, but it's very different from Jarrah's Park, in Provenza. Very different. It's a different vibe. You won't really see many foreigners here. Maybe it's changed a little bit, but I don't think so because every time I've been here, I have really seen only 1 or 2 foreigners as opposed to being in Medellin there in Laureles, like the other day, the live stream we did in Laureles, or in Provenza or Manila or Jarrah's Park, where you do see a lot of foreigners from England, the States, Switzerland, Germany, whatever, Brazil, Canada. But here, the vibe is very different. It's the local experience. Bradley, how are the property taxes in Colombia? It depends on the municipality, Brad. Depends on the municipality or the township you live in. Like this one might be more expensive now because it's become posh. Like even posh is a British word, like more upscale, you know? I just wanted to use posh today a couple of times and it stuck to me. Posh. And look at this fruit and vegetable market. Fresh fruit and vegetables here. Legumbrería, carnicería, and everything. You want fresh potatoes, fresh tomatoes, fresh bananas and all of that, you can do it. Hola, ¿cómo está? Bien, ¿y ustedes? Qué bien. Hi, how are you? Good? Fine? Bueno, más o menos. Bien, bien, bien. Súper bien. ¿Hoy qué? ¿Con butifarras?
Butifarras, empanadas, churros, tortas de chocolate, hamburguesas,
Hamburguesas,
papas.
salchipapas. Salchipapas are
Es papita a la francesa con choricitos y
French fries with chorizo and
salchicha, huevito de codorniz.
a hot dog.
Pero no hagas así, aquí, están grabando aquí para arriba.
He's making a joke because she was touching and saying something. He's like, I didn't get the whole joke. No cogí todo el chiste, pero me reí en todo caso. Ay, ¿y cómo son los precios de las cosas de abajo hasta arriba?
Hamburguesas a 9,000 pesos.
Hamburgers for 9,000 pesos.
A 800.
Las butifarras a 800 pesos.
Tortas de chocolate a 500, empanadas a 500.
Ah, bien barato.
Papas a 8,000.
Salchipacha a 8,000. Less than $3. Chuzos a 12,000. That's $3. 12,000 son $3. Chuzos, chicken kebabs. Chuzos de pollo, ¿no? De pollo.
Tocineta.
Con tocineta with bacon. And las butifarras are 800 pesos. That's like
Son embutidos.
embutidos. They're just stuffed, and it's like 25 cents on the US dollar. Very cheap here. Street food. This is Colombian street food. Esta es Colombia, colombiana de la calle, pues callejera.
Sí.
Los pesticos.
Puestos callejeros.
¿Y cómo es tu
La calle
nombre?
del colesterol, Sandra,
Sandra. ¿Y este es tu pestico?
de mi amiga.
De tu amiga. ¿Cómo es tu nombre?
Sandra.
También. Ah, no, doble Sandra. Y usted es Sandro. Mentira, no, usted no es Sandro de América. El mozo de las dos. He's the lover. They're lover. They both share the same man. No, el mozo. ¿Cómo te llamas? Edwin. Ah, ese es mi nombre, pero a mí me dicen Eddie. Somos tocayos. Namesake.
Aquí habemos 4 tocayos.
4 callos. 2 Sandras and 2 Edwins. Because my name is Edwin, but people call me Eddie. Pero la gente me dice Eddie. Eddie como Eddie Murphy.
Así lo va a seguir diciendo a él.
Eddie. Eddie. Eddie Herrera como el cantante, sí.
No, yo soy Petro.
Petro. Eddie Petro.
Eddie Petro.
Wow, that's funny. Qué bien. No, people are very nice. La gente aquí es muy genial en general. Yo porque yo soy gringo paisa. Ahí tengo los dos.
Salúdalo
Qué
en
bien.
inglés. Él está en un colegio bilingüe.
Hey, how are you, kid?
Bilingüe.
How you doing? Are you happy? You're in a bilingual school. What's your name? Yes. All right. What's your name? Su nombre?
No, Miguel no sabe inglés.
Miguel. Miguel. My name is Miguel. All right, cool. Excellent. What's your name? Simon. Simón. Gracias, muchachos. Sandra y Edwin, gracias a todos. Que estén bien. Feliz tarde, noche. Esto es en YouTube en vivo. La gente de Estados Unidos, de Canadá, de otras partes del mundo, de México. En Traveling, porque está en inglés, Traveling, que es viajando, Eddie, E-W-D-I-E. En este momento, si usted se mete en YouTube, if you go on YouTube, you'll see us live. Ahí mismo se ven ustedes.
¿Yo dónde he viajado?
Yo estaba en la India, estuve en México por 6 meses hasta ahorita, hasta diciembre. En Los Ángeles, también en Estados Unidos. Traveling, T-R, A de Antioquia, V de Victoria, E de Edwin, L de Londoño, I-N-G. Y después por espacio Eddie, E-W-D-I-E. Traveling, ahí salgo yo como, así como estoy, pero sin gorra. Mis padres son de aquí. Yo vivo aquí hace 23 años. Yo nací en Estados Unidos, allá fui muy criado. Mis padres son puros paisas.
Ah, o sea que usted ya está radicado acá en Colombia otra vez.
Ya sí, pero estuve en la India, he estado en la India, he estado en México, en mi propio país, Estados Unidos. Y más que Estados Unidos, Colombia es mi país hoy en día. A mí me encanta esto. Ya, ahí está. Ahí estoy, Sandra. Todo es muy amable. La gente de Colombia es muy amable. People in Colombia are very friendly. Eso le digo yo a la gente. La gente a veces me pregunta, la gente sí es amable con los extranjeros en Colombia. Yo digo, en Antioquia, aquí en estos pueblos de Rionegro, de San Antonio, de La Ceja, generalmente lo reciben a uno muy bien. A nosotros los extranjeros, yo soy extranjero porque yo no nací aquí, no me criaron, pero es igual, la sangre es paisa.
La sangre es paisa.
Y antioqueña por mis padres. Mi madre es de Envigado, mi padre es de Frontino.
¿Qué año de pura cepa?
Ah, sí, mi padre es de Frontino.
Ah, excelente.
Y eso es más loco que Pajón, es más loco que una cabra.
Dios te bendiga.
Sandra, bendiciones a todos ustedes, que estén bien, que les vaya muy bien en el negocio. You gotta come to her business, tienen que venir al negocio de ella y comprarle bastante. Buy a lot of food from Sandra. Aquí de las dos Sandras, come here. It's only a block away, 2 blocks, a 2 cuadras del parque. And you'll find it here in front of the grocery store. Lo encuentran aquí al frente de la tienda, la legumbrería. Hasta luego.
Ya está.
Ahí ya ven.
Chao.
Ciao, bye bye, take care, hasta luego. So, bye bye guys, take care. So, only a block and a half from the park. A block and a half, and you can come and buy from Sandra. And really cheap street food, really cheap and good stuff. Butifarras, arepas de chocolo, tortas de chocolo with quesito. Those are nice things, and even cheaper. And darkness is starting to fall. And butifarras and other stuff they sell, the chuzos, chicken kebabs, chuzos de pollo for 12,000 pesos. That's $3 US for a chicken kebab with bacon, con tocineta. There's some more restaurants here and bars. Here, we didn't come on this street before, guys. Sorry, I haven't been able to see what you said in the chats or questions because I was talking to them and I didn't have my eyes focused on the screen. But much love to all of you. This restaurant is good. It's called El Patio. I ate here once with one of my former students and his son. And it's a very nice restaurant if you want something really good and it's indoor and there's a big tree in the middle and they got a healthy food market right here and got cakes. It's called El Patio, the patio, San Antonio. I recommend it. They got even almond milk and other things here and whatnot. And look at the pastry and the sandwiches. Look at this, a cheese melt for $1.50. And you got desserts. You got choco flan, chocolate flan for 7,000 pesos, $1.75. You got cheesecake, almost $2 for cheesecake. A nice slice of cheesecake right there. Red velvet. This portion of red velvet is almost $3 for that red velvet portion right there. There we go. Red velvet right there. Red velvet cake. Salpicón. Salpicón is a fruit mix, cut up fruit with some little soda. 5,000 pesos, like $1.40. So a lot of good prices. Chocolate eclair. Look, a chocolate eclair for $1.75. Wow, guys, there's a lot of stuff. And then the Colombian stuff like buñuelo, 1,000 pesos, 25 cents for a buñuelo. That's a fried cheese ball. Then you got pan de yucas, 50 cents for pan de yucas. They're very good. And palitos de queso, pan de bonos, almojábanas, pastel de pollo for $1. Chicken pastry, a lot of stuff. Chocolate pastry there, $1. A lot of good stuff, guys. A lot of good stuff there in El Patio. And now these are the restaurants and businesses here, liquor shop, and people just hang out. And all of that. Some vallenatos. Perdón, qué pena. Permiso, gracias. And vallenatos playing right there. Look at this other, typical, but nobody's home. I mean, if nobody's hanging out at the place, no matter how pretty it looks, it ain't good. That's a Colombian law. And more vallenatos playing over there at La Barra, the bar. La Barra. Let me go back this way. More street food. You will have street food all over. Street food all over. Now the nightlife starts to kick in. I was not planning to stay here that long, but hey guys, I'm doing this for all of us. Wow, 2 hours and 20 minutes into the live stream. And we're going places, and beautiful women and everybody. Con permiso. She wants to get a picture done. And you got a lot of other stuff here. So we'll do one more sweep. That's the chapel right there. San Antonio. So the San Antonio Saint, the statue is in there, and they used to have the festivals here every year, the religious festival every year, and they would try to take the statue to Rionegro, and the statue didn't want to cross the San Antonio statue. He did not want to cross the bridge we were at called Puente Mejia Bridge. And more candy, more sweets, all kinds of candy. This is called casado. It's cheese and guava paste. Call it casado. They're pretty good. Cheese and guava paste. I haven't had this in years. I forgot what it's called, but it's there. Galleta. Vaso de galleta. And it's relleno. It's filled with dulce de leche. Dulce con leche. Dulce de leche is filled with that. Pretty good desserts, different desserts. And totuma. Little totumas with arequipe, milk caramel, totumas. Very nice stuff. A lot of sweets. So, look at it. The nightlife starts to kick in. The nights fall in here, and the business starts to look a little different. So we'll do this little sweep so you can see this at night, what it looks like. But you got to come and do it in person. But I'm gonna do a little pre-recorded vlog with my GoPro or with this smartphone, so some of you can see it, maybe with a better quality with the GoPro, because the GoPro has a much better, a higher resolution. After I end the live stream, I'll do a 6-7 minute walk around here. El Balcón again. This is the restaurant. El Balcón, the balcony. Old school style house. And it hasn't even rained. Wow! Look at the beauty of this. I don't know if you can appreciate it. The sunset in the west, and you got that part that is open sky, and then this, like, it's gonna rain in this area. This is one of the beauties of living here. These girls are even taking a picture with their camera. Look at how beautiful it is. You gotta love it. Colombia's beautiful. It's got so many different beautiful landscapes and these beauties of nature, these phenomena. And there go the fondas again. Fonda los tejados, the shingles fonda over there. Yeah. So yeah. And if you want to buy some clothing here. Everybody so far that's been in the chat, watching the live stream, whether you've put up messages or not, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for tagging along, for watching. Wow, a cholao. So all kinds of things here. Okay, we got Spider-Man again. See, Humberto, ¿qué más? Sounds really good. Yeah, thanks. Oh, the message just appeared. And Spider-Man is doing the booty shake here. The booty shake. Wow, funny. He's got the moves. He's got the moves like Jagger. He moves like Jagger. He moves like Jagger, Mick Jagger. Look at that beautiful sunset. And I just don't want to have a beautiful ending with a motorcycle. Hell no. What a beautiful sunset. ¿Sí o no, Karina? Muy bonito. Yeah, Kev TV. Sigue bailando the dude. People hanging out here with the Fonda, the whole family. Thank you, Charla. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, everybody. Charla Unplugged, Kev TV. Everybody. This is the pastry shop again, the dessert shop. Postres San Antonio desserts. And people blasting the music. But it's still early, so there's not a lot of people here. But on a Sunday, you'll see more people here on a Sunday. On a Sunday, you will see many, many more people here on a Sunday hanging out in the afternoon after lunch. So this place plays salsa. If you want salsa, you come to this place to listen to a lot of salsa. A lot of salsa music they play right there. And there's a hotel called El Velero, the sailboat. That hotel right there is called El Velero, that hotel up there, the sailboat. Looks like pretty decent, looks pretty good. And they got a nightclub there called Cartagena Disco nightclub and all of that. I don't want to get hit parade. So this on a Sunday is full of people. Like tomorrow, thanks Bradley again, thank you Bradley. On a Sunday, it's full of people. Around 2 p.m., 1 p.m., this is even busier than today because a lot of people prefer to come on Sunday from the city, from Medellin, Poblados, Laureles, and all of that. Thanks, Bradley. Again, thank you, Humberto. Gracias. El cielo es como de rosa así, esmeralda. Nice night vibes, yes. Thanks, Charla, Kev, beautiful women, everything. Look at that night sky again. Look at that. Karina, mire. Look at that night sky, Karina. And Bradley, look at this. This is one of those rare beauties with that kind of color, that hue. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And more nightclubs and bars, cafes, this restaurant here. And like I said, you want to stay in a nice hotel, stay here for the night and party from Saturday to Sunday, and stay here until about 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. on a Sunday. Maybe you can stay at a hotel. They even got like a top floor restaurant up there. El Puerto Madero. Yeah, that's the name of the restaurant. Puerto Madero. Puerto Madero, Madero Port. Right up there. Hotel Velero. Velero. Look for it in San Antonio de Periera. So this is another nice place. People are just chilling. I mean, it's a beautiful evening. Look at that sunset again. It's just crazy. Because if you look to the right, it's dark skies, like water's coming. It's going to rain hard. But it's just beautiful. All right, guys. So I'm going to start signing off in a moment. So hope everybody has a beautiful night. Remember, if you want to see the vlog, a short vlog I'm going to make about this town after I go off the live, when I end the live, I'm going to do it with my GoPro. And hopefully I could capture a lot of the images with the GoPro higher resolution. And I'll just do a little walk around and try to keep it at 5 minutes so you guys can see the town and this. So thank you, everybody. Bradley, everybody, stay tuned for Saturdays. I hope I can bring you a live stream every Saturday. There might be a Saturday when I can't because it's raining like hell where I'm at, and you can't do that. But I'll try to bring you a live stream from different towns here in Antioquia this year. I'll make my best. I can't promise, but my intentions are pure. That I want to bring all of you a live stream, not just about Medellin, not just about Envigado, not just about Sabaneta. I want to show you different places near Medellin, an hour, 2, 3 hours away by bus from Medellin, so you can see something different. Not what everybody normally does, just Medellin, Poblado, Lleras, and Laureles, and La 70, and maybe Sabaneta, and that's it. No, I want to show you more. So guys, have a good night, enjoy it. Good evening, good morning, whatever, everywhere. Stay blessed. Manténganse bien, Humberto, todos, Karina, Kev TV, todos, chaos, que estén bien. Pasen una noche muy rica. Have a beautiful night. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for coming along, Charla, everybody.
Por ahí que hay muchos